pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante.
Alexander first down and more. Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Ingram turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Paul Bryant, like you.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Colleagues has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Welcome, everybody. I wasn't going to watch this game at all tonight. I really wasn't. But after watching a little bit of what happened on both drives going in, I want to come in here and I want to look at this in a different way tonight. I want to look at this as what if Alabama would have been in this game against Washington? And what is Washington doing different than we can learn from? I'm looking at this as a learning experience. So if y'all don't mind, I would like to do a little watch along with y'all tonight. I mean, I know I can't show y'all the game. I'm out of town working. I'm in a motel, obviously. But I've got the game right over here. And I would like for us just to go down a little. Let's look at it. Let's look at it, what Washington's doing that we need to do better. Or what are they not doing that we would have done? What is Michigan doing against Washington that we shut them down on? Let's learn. Let's do a little learning right here, y'all. If y'all don't mind, let's do it one time. So let's watch it. Right now, we just got 7-3, what I'm seeing right now. There's a major delay where I'm at. I'm in a motel. So bear with me on this. Michigan's got the ball. They decided to run it out, which I don't understand because they kept fumbling the ball against us. They did give us plenty of opportunities that we did not capitalize on. So, all right, if y'all don't mind, let's see what we got going on. Let me see if y'all can get y'all up in here in the chat one time. Yeah, overlay. Let's do the overlay. There we go. We got a little overlay going on. We are TVMA, so feel free to say anything you want to say. Seriously. All right, what we got going on right here? Man, oh, Michigan's doing their, oh, bam, yep. That little running back's good. Can't deny he's good. A little slippery, he's good, but our defense shut him down. Our defense did great, except for that last drive. Yeah, that last drive. That last drive hurt. So what we got here? Well, I see people up in here, but I guess it ain't working. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. And he's back to pass. And, ooh, damn good catch. Ooh, that's a good route. You got to give it up to Michigan, y'all. They do some damn good play calling. They do. They're getting ready for these teams like they get ready for us. Lord have mercy. That was good. That was good. Can't deny that. That was good. What's up, B Jammin? What's this test in Auburn shit? Come on, B Jammin. I'm being real, man. I'm being real up in here because I'm trying to see. I mean, I know what my gut tells me, but I'm an old man, bro. I am old as dirt, all right? So this new age offense, defense, I don't really understand all of it. So I'm still learning myself on this. And I wanted to see, because I know what my gut was telling me, B Jamming. I know it was telling me. I mean, it's like right here. Here they line up in that damn power formation. And we nailed that. We nailed that. And he's going for a touchdown. We nailed that formation. They could not run that against us. That's my point. I'm trying to figure out this, the new age stuff. So if you can help me be jamming, I'd appreciate it. Oh, Lord, 13-3, 13-3. It ain't over, y'all. It ain't over by no means. I'm telling y'all, Washington's, I think Washington's going to come back on them. I really do. I could be wrong, but I think they will. Yeah, he got that one. Cool. Got that one. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Y'all please come in here if y'all see anything. If y'all got any comments in here, because I'm curious myself. Because we played like immortal shit. We played the worst. We played all season long against Michigan. And we still went into overtime. So I'm having to, even though I didn't want to watch, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't. Got an SEC team, I don't give a damn. But this one I had to watch because I had to see why, what are we missing? Coach Reese, I hope you're watching so you see what's happening, because there was no. Anyway, I do appreciate everybody coming on here, helping me through my misery. We're gonna watch this together now, if y'all don't mind. Oh, we got a couple more people in here. Oh, B Jam is still testing. Looks like Michigan is doing basically good blocking. Well, be jamming, yeah, because Alabama has a problem of blocking. Cannot deny that. Van, what's up, brother? Good to see you, mama dog. If you want to come on here, come on here, man. We'll talk about this game together if you want. I just had to. I'm sorry, I just had to. Didn't. Normally I don't, but I had to on this game. Now, we should be here. Alabama should be in this game. And I just had to see the differences in it. I had to. Even though I do know, go, bud, go. Damn it. You have 1 yard. Grow some balls to get that 1 yard. What the hell? Lord have mercy. I'm going to die for this one's over with. Anyway. Look here. We got Blake up in the house. What's up, man? Come on, man. Van, you want to come on? Come on for a few minutes at least. Or you want to wait till the second half? Dang it. Whew. The simple things we could have done different against Michigan. We'd be here whooping Washington's ass right now. And I'm just watching the first quarter here. It's almost over with, minute 21 seconds, but just we are a better team than both of these people out here I'm watching. We're back. He's running back. He throws the ball, and he's got it, and he can't tackle, but he did tackle. All right, there you go. Going to have to punt the ball, or they're going to go for a field goal. Jesus, really? You notice how they're not blitzing? Michigan is not blitzing Washington like they did us. That's where, and I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow night on our show, is the areas that I would love to see Melrose improve in the off season this year. This is actually backing me up on my thoughts immensely. So we got some more people up in here. Well, who else we got? Actually, we got Blake back in here. Blake, Road Tide Van. BJ, I honestly feel that. Well, you're right, BJ. The snaps were bad, but we still did not block properly. We did not have proper technique. We got out schemed. Coach Reese is young and he's learning. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow night. But yeah, Coach Reese is still learning, and he got out schemed. He really did. And Milrow has got to do better on the short passes. Because when they come at you, like everything, the only thing you should be able to do is just drop it off to your tight ends or your running backs. And we wasn't able to do that. That was a hell of a running play right there. I mean, it's good blocking up front. I got to give Michigan. They got a good offensive line. And hopefully whoever ends up being our offensive line coach can see what happens when you block. That's what I've been preaching. All right, gentlemen, I apologize. I'll be right back. I do apologize. I'll be right back. I got to do a 10-100. Here we go. Everybody's back. We got any new people up in here yet? And we still got Van. And Van goes, what? Van, what do you mean don't have a link? It's the main link. All right, I'll send it to you, brother. No, I don't know how to do that fancy stuff that Icebox knows how to do. I don't know all that, but I'll send you what I got for the guest link. All right. Anyway, Lord have mercy. Whew. You know, sad part about it, and I mean, granted, it's just the first quarter, but we had this. We were 19. I don't think we could have an easier season than this at the end of it. Oh, scary as hell. Scary as hell. Anyway, if y'all give me just a minute, I want to go ahead and send a link over to my man Van. Uh-oh, here we go. Van found it. What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, I wasn't. Totally, I was not going to watch this game. I was not, because I'm one of them pissed off kind of people. Once you beat me, I don't give a damn about you if ain't SEC up in there. But after I watched this first quarter, I got to look and I'm going, damn, what a learning experience for our coaches and everybody.
I think on my show yesterday, man, I like to watch people that's beating
Yes, you
people
did.
we played against. It's how you learn.
Well, brother, I mean, I've had my ass whooped a few times, but I didn't want to rewatch it either. Them bruises and nosebleeds and shit, kicking the balls. I didn't want to rewatch it. It just
I
hurt.
understand.
So what do you take so far off of this? Because me right now, what I'm seeing myself is we got out game planned.
100%. 100%. Because they don't do
Because
anything.
they're not doing nothing. They ain't. They're blitzing or nothing. And I'm also seeing, I'm going to bring this up tomorrow night also, is I'm seeing Will Milroe needs to work on his short game this offseason. Because if they're going to send everybody at him, he's got to be able to dump it off to a tight end.
Right.
He's got to be able to dump it off to a running back. He's got to do a slant pattern, one of them timing slant patterns. They got people coming on both sides. We ain't able to block it. Boom, right dead in the middle. There's another 30 yards. It just – that's what I'm saying he needs to work on this offseason.
And it bothered me, too, because the group of tight ends we had, especially Niblack, I don't think anybody in the country one-on-one could cover him. I mean, mixture of size and speed, perfect. And he was so underutilized this year. It was criminal. It really was.
It is. But I still take that to Reese learning also. He's a young coach. If he stays I hope he stays with us at least 3 more years.
Yep.
I think he will be friggin' awesome.
Well, you did.
Because he had to learn from his mistakes.
You did see the big news break, didn't you?
Which one?
I don't want to announce it in case you were going to announce it on your show tomorrow, but
no, I ain't announcing nothing. I'm repeating.
Defensive coordinator retiring.
Oh! No, I did not see that.
Yeah, it was just
that was one of the things I was going to say. I hope that still would give us 1 more year.
Yeah,
just 1 more year.
I'm with you.
We need that. We need that gut wrench back in our defense, like he brought.
Yes,
but it was only 1 season.
I know it.
He needs at least 1 more.
We've seen so much improvement from this year, from last year. I couldn't wait to see what we'd do next year. And yeah, it's a little disheartening to know he's not going to be there.
Oh, a little disheartening. Oh Lord, I might have to shit something to the damn tin horn tonight. Damn. I was hoping for 1 more year because he brought the BAMA pride back.
Yes, he did.
I mean, it was. I mean, that was one of my things I will be talking about tomorrow night's show is how the positives. How our defense, I finally got respect back for our defense.
Agreed.
They were playing. Did they play perfect? No. Hell no, they didn't.
There's room for improvement all over the board, but we've seen improvement from a year ago.
Under Pitt Golden Dildo. Oh, shit. And Black's, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this up to you because I'm bringing it up tomorrow night. Black's, this is hurting my heart. Because he needs to stay. He needs to stay. But after Steele said he's going, I can understand now why he's going in the portal.
Yeah. Guys like him and Earl Little and some other guys, I wish would have been.
Oh, that hurt too.
Wish they would have been put in the rotation a little bit more this year and utilized a little bit more, especially in the spot of like Marshall, because I thought Marshall was the weak link of our linebackers. And I wish we would have put some other guys in there for experience. They might have stayed.
I agree.
You have to excuse me. I'm
Late.
sick.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. I mean, I went on Christmas vacation with my wife to Gatlinburg. Halfway through, we had to come home. We got sick.
Last time I went to Gatlinburg, I got COVID. I totally get it.
Oh, hell, I don't know about all that. Anyway, I don't know that C word. We don't know that C word around here unless it's called cunt. And the only cunt I know is Auburn. But anyway, beside the point. Yes, I said that.
You know I ain't going to argue with you. I hate them.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, they just missed the field goal. Look at that. Oh, damn it, man. Oh, look at him. Washington's worried about it. Damn.
You know,
Hey, just so you know, I'm going to give you a little insight for tomorrow night's show.
yes.
Just in case you have time to come on a little bit about it.
Oh, I watch it every week. Trust me.
Well, no, but I got a few things I'm going to be bringing up tomorrow night. One of the biggest thing is the positive from what's happened. It's going to be called huddle or not to huddle. And you're going to understand what I mean about that. You probably already do.
Yeah, I think I'm already kind of getting that.
But then I'm going to be talking about, we do need offensive line coach. We need to do a change there. And I'm going to give 10 of the people I think be good replacements.
Ooh, I'm already excited.
And we'll have a little input on that. A little bit of Seth. I don't give a damn. Seth got to do his damn thing, go on, suck a dick and leave. Anyway, I mean, I'm sorry. It just did. Then we're going to talk about some of our guys who's going to NFL, and I'm proud of them.
Oh, yeah.
When you talk about that money, you got to take it, brother. You got to. And I'm proud of them for leaving on that one. And then I would like to talk a little bit about the coaching grades for 2023 in the SEC. I saw a little segment on one, and I watched it. Got me thinking. Now, my grades are a little bit different than theirs. Well, actually, a lot bit different than theirs. But anyway, I want to talk about the SEC coaching grades. I got quite a bit for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be a jam-packed show. I'll make sure I don't miss that one. I love stuff like that.
Here we go. What we got here? Oh, shit. Michigan's got 235 total yards. They're 84. Washington give them a better game.
The matchup that I was looking forward to the most in this game was Washington's offensive line versus Michigan's defensive line. That was the chess match I was looking forward to because Washington's offensive line, with a lack of big-time stars, fantastic offensive line. So
their offensive coach is on my damn top 10 list.
He would be on mine,
we need
too.
to go get.
I name-dropped him yesterday. I was like, that's a guy Saban needs to get on the phone with. I'm not saying we could get him, but I'd try.
All right, I'm going to bust my bubble tomorrow night. Who do you think will be my number one must-have offensive line coach next year? Come off the hip. If you were to come off the hip, who would be your number one?
I don't know him by name. Would it possibly be Michigan's offensive line coach?
Nope. It is not.
He's done a really good job in the last 3 years, too, by the way. In fact,
hell yeah.
He's had 2 straight Joe Moore Award winners, 2021, 2022.
Yeah. He's took blue chip.
Yes.
Yes, he really has. Let me find him where he's at. Bye. Nope, he ain't on my list. Nope, sorry about that. Anyway,
a solid list, and I can't wait to see it.
My number one, if Alabama would come off the hip, no matter what it cost, I would go after the smartest offensive lineman that Alabama ever had play for them, Barrett Jones. I would buy out his NFL contract he's got left. I'd bring him in because that man's played tackle, guard, center. He's done it all.
Yep. At a high level.
And his IQ is up here.
And we both know one thing about him, too. as big a star as A.J. McCarron was, he was not scared to call him out in front of millions of people and put him in check.
No.
So you think he's going to be scared to do that to other kids he's coaching? Hell no.
No. And he would develop them. That's our problem we've had. We're not developing our talent. We've got the talent. We have the size. We have the quickness. We just don't have the people in place to teach our linemen. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
I still feel like that on the other side of the line, the defensive line. As much as I like Coach Roach, I think he needs to be coaching his natural position, and that was linebackers. I think we need something else at defensive line.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, was Coach Roach not a quarterback?
No, he was a linebacker at Alabama.
He was a linebacker, Coach Roach. So you take a linebacker and going to teach them or have them teach your linemen.
Right.
That's two different positions, man. Come on. You don't even talk the same way. You know as I do. Me and you both been linemen.
Yep.
You don't even talk the same way.
No, not at all. And he's a great recruiter. I want him on the team, but I think he would be better coaching linebackers than he would be defensive line. Because if you look at the last 3 years and the lack of development we've had on defensive line, considering the type of talent we've had there, and then when you see them go to the NFL, they're standouts, they're stars, but they don't stand out at Alabama. There's a lack of development somewhere, so you got to make moves.
But you do understand it's taken 1 to 2 years of development in NFL for them to be true stars.
And I will give you that.
None of them came straight out of Alabama and been a star recently.
Not recently, no.
Because we hadn't had no development.
That's right. That's 100%.
So why don't we hire them people who's developing the NFLs in here in college? Why aren't we doing that?
Well, here's a name.
Hey, I'm giving up.
Here's a name that I've been hearing people ever since they said Kevin Steele was retiring. I've already heard names thrown left and right, and it's fun to speculate because we don't know, But that's the fun of the off season is speculate and come up with storylines and just throw things out in the air, And I heard somebody say a name for a defensive coordinator that kind of blew my mind because I hadn't thought about it, and it was Bill Belichick. Because it's pretty much a given that the Patriots are probably going to let him go at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, he's done. He's done.
To me, it's sorry. There's no way you win that many titles and they let you go after a couple bad years. There's no loyalty anymore. But, we know how much him and Coach Saban worked well together. On and off in their NFL careers, they worked well together for years. Belichick's, he's a great defensive mind. I throw another name out there, Rex Ryan. Do you remember Rex Ryan?
Oh, I know Rex Ryan very well. Good defensive mind.
Brilliant defensive coordinator. Some of the best defenses that the Baltimore Ravens ever had was under Rex Ryan.
But you're talking about a couple NFL coaches who don't need the money.
True.
That means this would have to be a hobby.
Or a passion.
Seriously. Belichick coming to Alabama, it would have to be a hobby. He needs something to do.
Yeah. But some of those guys love the game so much. I think that's why they hang in there until their 70s or 80s. They love the game because, let's be honest,
that's right.
Belichick,
I'll give you
Belichick could have left 15 years ago as far as that's concerned. I mean, money-wise, he ain't hurting. Saban ain't hurting, but they love the game. And I want a passion like that in my locker room. I want a passionate guy. And if you can handle NFL personalities, I think you can handle college personalities. I'm not saying it's always a perfect transition, but a lot of guys have made that step.
Well, it'd be a lot of respect. The younger guys coming up, they know a Rex Ryan. Yeah. They know a Bill Belichick. Oh, yeah. Even though everybody, the media, ESPN, have been doing their damnedest to tarnish Bill Belichick's name since the great one has left. It just he hired a Alabama quarterback who played an all-SEC season during that C-word year, went undefeated, won a championship, and he recruited him. And now because he's in there, he's not all that in a bag of chips.
Right.
I think that's what hurt Bill.
Yep.
And I disagree with that.
I do too.
You got to give the guy time to learn.
If you win that many Super Bowls for a team that had never won one, I mean, look how many was there. Yeah, I know they had Tom Brady, but I mean, one player alone is not going to win it all. So why not? Why not give the man a longer?
I got to give you, hey, Brock, straight up, man, I love you, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you. But if you watch, man, seriously, if you watch what they're doing, that's what we learn from.
Yes.
I mean, and that's what Milroe has to learn too, because that's his weakest point is the short game in his passes in the middle. Give him deep, give him time, he'll burn your eyes. Yep. No, we didn't. We had to have the short game against Michigan, and we didn't have it. Oh, Lord, it's going to be a long year.
It's going to be kind of exciting, though. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who they bring in, what they do. Sometimes we have a skies falling mentality when we start seeing guys transferring left and right. But realistically, I think Saban gets with them and tells them, hey, we got to make room for guys coming in. It'd probably be a good idea for you to go ahead and stage left. So I don't get too panicky over guys transferring. I mean, you wouldn't going to win with guys that ain't bought in anyways. Let's be honest.
That's actually one of the great things that I was going to talk about tomorrow night, and I'm still going to talk about it, is the positive of what's happening with the transfer portal and everything. Is Coach Saban has proven he's going to let every player he has know, hey, brother, here's your grades at NFL. Here's where you're at. Yep. If you stay, I don't see you getting any higher than that. Yep. So where you're at now, you may be a number 3 draft. You may be a number 4. You might even be undrafted, but you will be drafted.
You're right.
I don't see you getting any better.
Right.
Or you are a number 1, and you ain't going to get no better next year, brother. Right. It's best you can be.
But you got to respect that. You got to respect
that. Best you're going to be able to do, sir, is be on a practice squad. You can make $500,000 a year, be on a practice squad. Are you willing to do that? Because that's what you're looking at. And no matter what you do here, that's the best you're going to be. Or even better than that. Man, I've seen you in practice. I've been asking you to improve in this area, and this area, and this area. You've done great here, but you're lacking here. And we got this new recruit here who came in early, who's playing better than you. So it might be a good time for you to hit the transfer portal.
I think there's a lot of that going on right now.
Oh, God.
I feel like we've got.
I want to go ahead and ask you now, because this is one of the things I wanted to bring up tomorrow night, but I ain't going to have a full crew tomorrow night to talk about it. So I like to talk about it with you right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. The coaching now has changed so much with the NIL transfer portal. So if you was a coach right now in college, would you load up? Where would you load up on your people, knowing that you're going to have people just exit your ass every year? No matter if you win a championship or not, they're gone. So what? Give me 3 positions that you would load up on.
Well, I don't think there's that many quality offensive linemen. Unfortunately,
thank you.
I don't think there's that many quality ones. So I don't know that I'd waste my time in the transfer portal on offensive linemen. Edge rusher is a position that we're going to be hurting on, as far as we've probably got talent but no experience, So we're bringing in some guys, but I would probably bring in as many as I could. Let's see. We got some young corners that are also inexperienced. Might be good to bring in another 1 or 2 guys for experience, kind of a coaching on the field situation. Bring one in from a similar type defense. Maybe wide receiver.
So, I mean, what I've been seeing, what Coach Saban's been doing, he's been loading up on edge rushers, defensive backs, quarterbacks, and running backs.
Yep.
Knowing that he's got some damn good ones that's getting ready to leave.
Yeah, and that kind of concerns me. I don't like questioning the great one, but sometimes some of this stuff, I'm like, oh man, we get in a situation just like that. Yeah, I mean, big time. Yeah.
So do you do it, or do you show, loyalty to these guys to keep them there? I mean, it's just, or can you?
That is a good question. Can you? Because not all guys are going to show loyalty to you, even if you just focus on them. Some guys are still they're going to take opportunities to try to grab a bag somewhere else if there's more money out there. A coach whispers in their ear, promises them sweet nothings. But, I mean, realistically, like quarterback, I mean, our room's pretty deep. I ain't worried about quarterback. We're deep at quarterback. Offensive line, I like my guys coming out of high school. I want to get them in the system, get them while they're young, and train them up. I don't think we've got the right offensive line coach, personally. We're paying him way too much to get middle results. But because if I'm not mistaken, he makes $1 million plus. That's a lot of money for what our offensive line is looking like, just my opinion.
Oh, yeah, it ain't $1 million. It ain't $1 million line. No. It's $1 million band, but not $1 million line. So let's talk about that, because we have a band leader that has $1 million band. Yeah. I think they're making $150,000 a year. I think that's what they're making.
Wow.
It might be 125. It ain't that much. Then we have a $1 million offensive lineman that's giving us a 10-piece for an offensive lineman.
Yeah. And we didn't see a lot of shifting and movement around, and I don't know, man. I question a lot of things that was going on as far as depth last year. I didn't like that we didn't establish enough depth at defensive back, which is why some of those guys left, in my opinion. Because football's changed, unfortunately, and you got to change with it. And when guys don't ever see the field, they're going to leave. And, I mean, that's just the way the game is now. I don't agree with it. I would personally want to stay at Alabama and learn from Nick Saban. But these kids don't care. I mean, they don't care anymore.
That's money, bro. It's about the money. Yeah. It's definitely about the money.
Hey, I've changed.
Oh, go big boy. Ooh, good play. Anyway,
I've changed jobs over money. I mean, I can't really judge them. But
well, we're old school though.
Yes.
I mean, you're the bottom end because you're a lot younger than me, but you still was brought up in the mountain era of what a man is.
Oh yes, definitely.
You still got that in your bloodline.
My dad wouldn't say
that. Well, people don't have that now.
I agree.
They ain't raised the same way, bro.
They're not raised the same way. And I seen a comment here from Deuce, Alabama Tide. He said trenches, first, second, third. And I agree with it. To me, football, I mean, everybody says it. Football's won in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. And it does feel like sometimes there's a lack of focus right now at Alabama on both sides of the line. We want that star power at quarterback and at wide receiver, but we forget about the guys that need to block for them, or the guys that need to get to the opposing quarterback, or eat up blocks for the linebackers to go and make plays. And where's the focus at?
Well, I dare any football fan, or hell, I dare any fucking damn soccer fan to watch the Alabama-Michigan game that we just lost and tell me that the offensive line don't make a down.
Right.
I dare any of them. I ain't even going off of Seth. I'm not going into that tangent because I could preach forever and amen and kill a couple of goats over it. I'm just saying. It's just I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're
It's
good.
true.
No, it got me.
Can't help it.
It made me laugh.
It's old country. I can't help it. Sometimes you don't want to go ahead on your front porch. And that's one man I could put several on. Just saying.
But yeah.
And to hear stories. And for me to hear, oh, good, here I go. For me to hear stories about his father being up in the stands at the University of Alabama and bad mouthing Milroe because he can't bend over and catch a bowling ball going beside him is just where these people grow up at. Who the hell are these stupid ass? I mean, I'm sorry. They did not grow up where I grew up.
No, not at all.
I mean, shit, that's somebody get a buckshot in the ass trying to steal a watermelon. I just don't get it.
We've all got stories, don't we? But
I'm sorry, it's true. No, I'm sorry. We used to get hit with.
Oh, yeah.
Or I did. I don't know about you, but I did.
Oh, yeah.
I still got, yeah. Get him.
I heard the same thing you heard, that his dad was in the stands verbally putting down the quarterback. I'm like,
yes.
no. If the dad's that way, then the son's that way. Let's just be honest. Or worse.
Thank you.
Locker room cancer. Let's get that guy out of here. I'm glad he's gone. I know we're not supposed to badmouth young guys, but now that they're getting paid, they're semi-professionals. So I'll say what I want to. Get his ass out of here. It's time for. We got to be selfish guys, and I still think we've got a few hanging around. We've had those guys for 2 or 3 years, in my opinion.
Yep.
And this transfer portal may not be the worst thing. You know, sometimes we put it down. We don't like what it's doing to football, but boy, it's real easy to get rid of some bad characters too and get some different kind of cat.
That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. And I didn't even put that on my notes for tomorrow. So I'm glad you brought that up. Transfer portal. As much as I hate it when it first came out, and I do think we need to control it more, I think it needs to be a one-time deal.
I do too.
Hey guys, boom and boom. Here's your cutoff. Here it is. It's a bowl season. Blah, 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 blah. Here's our go and transfer here if you want to go. For whatever reason, go. But once you go, you give up your scholarship.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's gone. So if you decide that, I ain't getting the money I want and, I want to come back to Alabama, well, we might not have a scholarship for you, brother. Yep. So how you going to earn your way back on? You going to be a walk-on?
Yep.
How bad do you want it?
That's right, and that's coming out of your pocket now.
That's where the man thing needs to come back into football because it's being cut out of football.
Yes.
Everybody's been kissing their ass. Give them this, give them that, give them this. We ain't making them earn it no damn more.
But that's society in general anymore.
Thank you. So where do we start? We need to start back in football.
Yeah.
Start at the University of Alabama.
Got to start somewhere.
I mean, what do you think? Yes or no?
No, I'm right there with you. Yes. There's a lot of change, and I still think there needs to be stipulations put into these contracts for these NIL deals. You've got to meet certain requirements before you get the bag. We're not just going to pay you to be there. You've got to do X amount. Your stats need to look this way. They've got to structure these contracts a little differently. Grades.
They got to put grades back into this.
Yes, big time.
They got to give these young men, because God, let's be real, by the time they get 35, their career is pretty much on the downward trend, if not over.
Yep.
At 35. 35 is young. They need a fucking education to be able to provide for their family. All the kids are having when they're out here with all this damn money, tapping everything they can. And they got all these kids they got to pay for.
Yep. And they don't care. But let's be honest, the NCAA don't care about none of that. All they care about is on the field. A lot of people call the NCAA the national communist against athletes because they don't care about their grades. They don't care if they get hurt. They don't care that they're not getting developed by transferring to 5 or 6 different schools in their college career because you're not staying long enough to get a development or get taught anything because you're on to the next school. I mean, they're clearly not looking out for the student athletes. So,
right.
I mean, it's going to have to start. College coaches need to get together and say, look, this is what we need to do, minus the NCAA. This is what we need to, a gentleman's agreement that we're not going to allow certain things to happen, whether the NCAA enforces it or not.
I got you one better. I like where your mind's going there, man. I like where your mind's going. I got you one better. This day and time, everything is changing. Everybody's making money. Everybody's on it. But nobody's protecting no damn body. Everybody's getting everybody set up for a damn failure unless you get some money coming in.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and make it right here, right now, that I have a player here at the University of Alabama. If you want to offer him money, if you want to do any NIL, it comes to the University of Alabama. We're going to use our attorneys. We're going to use our people to protect him, and we're going to let his parents know that we got our attorneys, and here are our attorneys' names.
Yep.
The best of the best that's going to protect your son. And every fucking college needs to do the exact same thing.
They need to have a lawyer on staff, just like you're saying, an agent for the students that can look out for what they might do in the NFL going forward, because not every school's got a Saban that can tell them this.
True.
And they ought to be a required money management program for these kids, because I know at 18 years old, if you threw $500,000 at me, I'm not going to have that in 5 years. No, I would have went through it. I was wild and young, You need somebody looking over you. You're a man in body, but you're not a man in mind. And so you need somebody older and wiser than you looking out for you that you can trust. And if that's through the university, you'd be okay.
I'll tell you one. I'll give you a prime example. My grandson, and he works for my company. He's a PM for us. He's learned well through all my trials and tribulations, beating this man down. And believe me, he has a lot of scars on his ass for me. But anyway, he's done well for himself. But he's 24 years of age and was never taught how to write a fucking check in high school.
Yep.
Myself and my wife is the one that taught the man how to write a check.
Yep.
Because he had no fucking clue.
They don't teach that anymore, Spencer. They don't teach a lot of life skills, life lessons. They don't teach things like that. It's up to anymore, and I'm glad you stepped up. Anymore, it is up to the parents and grandparents to teach these kids, because the schools they're not meeting those requirements anymore. You send them somewhere for 8 hours a day thinking they're getting an education. They're getting a certain style of education, but not all of that can be applied to life after high school. And the last 2 years of high school should be half of this and half of life lessons, life skills, what it takes to live going forward, and how to approach, checking accounts, credit cards, how to know what interest, credit card interest. We all fell in that trap at one point or another.
Stop. Learn how to do stocks.
Yes.
Stocks is a good market. Nobody told me how to do stocks. My science teacher taught me how to build a steel, and it came in handy. I won't lie. Sure. It came in handy. And I still use that knowledge. But stop the point.
My great-grandpa was my science teacher.
Anyway, God bless. Man, this has been great as hell. I love it. 17-3. Come on, who you wanting to win?
Realistically, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I was kind of hoping to see a little bit better match between the two. I don't hate either team. I'm not a big fan of Jim Harbaugh, but he's proved a lot of people wrong this year so far. But I kind of wanted to see Washington win, to be honest with you.
I'm right there with you, because I wanted them to do what Coach Reese didn't do with the quick passes, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, we had the running. They could not stop our running until a ball rode by our quarterback, and then it rolled over here or got snapped. I mean, until all that, they wasn't stopping our running. We decided to stop running.
Well, to quote Spencer, sweet Justice Haynes was tearing their ass up. And then we just said, the hell with it. We're not going to run him anymore. And I don't understand that. I question that. I'm still questioning that. Jace was having a great running. He was having a great game against them. We just gave up on the run in the second half. I don't understand that. I never will.
We did against Clemson, and it cost us.
It felt eerily similar, didn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it did. Don't understand, but it did. I was proud of our defense. I mean, me personally, and I'm going to be bragging about this a lot tomorrow. I'm very proud of our guys totally, because at the beginning of the season, we just totally sucked.
Yes, we did.
We did. We sucked. We had no clue. We had no guidance. It's like they were blind out there running around. Yes. And they took it upon themselves to grow.
They did. And
learn every day. And they did. And they did.
And without that defense, we don't get into overtime with Michigan. Let's just be honest. They kept us in that ball game the entire game.
Yep. We had a missed play that cost us, but it is what it is. We've had missed plays that won us.
Yep.
So
you got to take the good with the bad.
I am very proud of our guys.
I really am too. I was pissed off for about 20, 25 minutes. I allowed myself about that much time, and then I
just minutes. Yeah, I'm still working on days. I'm still working on days. Go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm still working on days.
I'm trying to get older and wiser, Spencer. I give myself a few minutes to be mad about it. Then I took a step back and thought about how proud I was that we got as far as we did. Because let's be honest, after game 2 and 3, I didn't see it anymore. The way we lost to Texas and the way we played against South Florida, I would have never said Alabama's going into the playoff after the Texas game or the South Florida game. So to end up where we was, I had to take a step back and be proud of what we had, because we sure wish we was there the year before, realistically.
That is so true. But I have to ask you this. I've got to.
But I expect more.
I love your mindset. I love where you go with it. You have a much younger insight than me. And I love how you think. So could you give me some understanding why our great, and I do mean greatest of all time, Coach Saban, didn't change our center? I'm talking all year, not just in this game. I'm talking all fucking year.
Spencer, I beat myself up over this because I'm like, what am I missing that he's seeing in this guy? You know, and at the time I didn't want to be highly critical until I heard some of the things that me and you discussed earlier, and then, you know, screw the sumbitch. But I don't like guys like that. You know, you don't out your teammates. Do better yourself. If y'all want to talk in the locker room. Don't be yeah. I'd tell my own parents. I'd say, hey, shh, you know, we'd air it out later, but don't embarrass me and don't embarrass my teammates. But anyway, I don't know if he had pictures of Coach Saban driving around drunk or what it was, but he had something on the man, because there's no damn way he started all year the way he played. I've seen numbers that said something upwards of 30 bad botched snaps in a season. I've never heard of a center having that many bad snaps and keeping his job. I've never heard of a center having that many bad snaps in a season period, ever. Any team. Never seen nothing like it. And it was always in the biggest moments in the biggest games. That's what really eat my ass up. Do you think it was mental, Spencer? Have you wondered that?
No, I'm an old man. I'm old as fuck. So I'm gonna go deeper than that. I think somebody, either him or his family, has a fucking debt, a gambling debt.
Oh, I heard you mention this Tuesday. I heard you mention this Tuesday because you said, I hope the family's got home safe.
Family got home safe. I'm telling you, there's more too. Because I'm sorry, I tried to relook, but I could not see. They don't have no shots of his hands on the ball like they used to. You could see the center up there, and if he moved it a little bit and they threw a flag, you saw it.
Yes.
But I did not see none of that on there because when he rolled the ball, I ain't talking about snapping it. I'm talking it rolled.
Yes, very much.
I mean, that's a serious roll. So you almost have to take the ball and turn it sideways and do this
It takes
for it to roll that damn far.
It does take an effort to roll one that hard, that far. I will give you credit.
My point.
I will give you credit. It takes effort to get it that far because if you just botch it, it's going to go a yard or two behind you. That thing was
and bounce here or there. Yeah. It's not going to just go roll.
It was
sorry. I'm old school and I see shit that it's just obvious and
hey.
Anyway.
That's what I love about your show, man. You make me think outside of things that I would normally think about. You know what? Because it's like this. None of us know everything, and you get an education talking to other guys that are big fans. But you know, I tried to think maybe was it mental this year? He had made bad snaps in the past, but not this consistently throughout a season. So I thought, is this guy having a mental breakdown?
He started getting better.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he was a pretty good blocker too up until this year.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to search for anything, you know. I'm trying to give the guy a pass, you know. Hey, maybe something's going on we don't know about. But truthfully, what the hell was the problem? And how did he keep playing? That's the bigger issue. Not just his issues. How did nobody else on the team be able to step up and get that? So I don't know.
We still had the Brockemeyer. We still have him. We had him, yes. A snapper. He was a center all through high school.
Yeah, highly touted center, too, by the way. He wouldn't have done.
So and he stayed when his brother left. So he showed heart for Alabama.
Yeah. What would it hurt to have tried it? What would it have hurt?
Thank you.
That's the kind of things that I question. You know, I'm right there with you, man. I don't understand it because when we made some swaps around and we got, what's his name, Robertson, and put him on the line this year. What's the big guy's name?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bulldozer. That was one of the best moves we made all year was putting that kid out there. He was a road grader. I look forward to him again next year.
So we have, what was it? See, his last name, Seth McLaughlin, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
McLaughlin. So that's I'm guessing that's a Irish name, McLaughlin.
I knew you was
McLaughlin. I'm saying it's an Irish name. So maybe, you know, it's just like golf 18 fucking times. You know, I'm just going to I'm going to give you sand pits. I'm going to give you all this. I'm going to bring wind in there. I'm going to bring water pits on you. And you're going to have to hit that ball in a hole with all this going on. Okay, I can do that one. No, 18 fucking times. So obviously this man and his family owe some money 18 fucking times. And Alabama got cost for it. I'm just saying. Until somebody can prove me wrong, I'm still saying it. Hey. Oh, hey, look here. We're within 10-17. Look at him.
Hey, Washington's a team that's never out of it. Michael Penix Jr. is one hell of a quarterback. He really is. He's an amazing quarterback.
I agree with you, sir. He really is. And I mean, much as I hate to say it, I do like Michigan's quarterback. JJ ain't bad.
He proved me wrong.
JJ's better than Georgia's quarterback. And yes, I said it here. I just said it.
Hey, I've seen a stat comparison because, you know, we've been arguing with Georgia fans all year long about who was better, Beck or Milroe. And Milroe had accounted for 8 or 9 more touchdowns over the season than Beck did, by the way. So, just saying.
Well, I got to do one better of that though. Milroe's a prettier man. Beck's ugly as fuck. I mean, he looks like a damn alien somewhere. I don't know if you ever watched the old Z movie, the Z with the lizard people. I mean, Beck looks like one of them lizard people. You know, we got Milrow, pretty man, GQ looking guy. I mean, and then they got a lizard guy.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you something that's concerning me though?
Go for it. Go for it.
Milrow getting pretty comfortable in front of that microphone here lately. It's starting to concern me a little bit.
Why?
Because sometimes you can buy into certain talk and think you're better than you actually are. And you can sometimes think that you don't need improvement when you actually do. And
I see you going with this.
Yeah.
I got you.
And the thing I loved the most about Milrow was his ability to humble himself and improve from week to week last year and keep fighting and moving forward. And if he made a mistake, you didn't see him make that same mistake sometimes, you know, in a game, things like that. And I keep seeing all these interviews from him, and it almost sounds like his mentality's changing a little bit. And it concerns me. Now, I'm not saying it is, but when I hear all that talk, I start getting a little nervous. I start thinking, well, where's this cat's go? We're just head at, you know.
I didn't see it that way. I did not see it that way, but I can see it.
Do you remember when Will Anderson
Jr. As old military man, I can see a guy's mindset that he's willing to play the game and talk the bullshit and never improve.
Right.
But you get him in front of the captain, he's golden.
Do you remember a year ago when Will Anderson Jr. started doing a lot of interviews all of a sudden about mid-season? And then after the Tennessee game, he starts talking about anxiety and then giving excuses.
Yes.
And he started having excuses for why we didn't win certain ball games.
Yes.
And then you started seeing him not showing up in ball games as much. It seemed like he was not as
his game dropped off. His game dropped off immensely.
So that's my comparison. That's the kind of shit I worry about when these kids get in front of that microphone and get a little too loose-lipped instead of kind of just giving a basic answer and going off. You know, I worry about things like that. Even him calling out Bill O'Brien, he was right for what he said about Bill O'Brien. He was a damn idiot. And the fact that he wanted to make him a different position was stupid. But I don't know that I wouldn't have kept it to myself.
Well, yeah, I would let that for me to say.
Yeah.
I would not have said that out there because you're a team player, and hell, we do the same thing in our relationships. I mean, now my wife don't. She'll let everybody in Walmart know how sorry I fucking am. But anyway, besides that, you know, but I would never say nothing bad about her in front of nobody.
And to me, that's how a marriage should be, realistically. I will never, if I got a problem with my wife will know it. Nobody else will. I'll come to her. And she'll do me the same way. Yeah, you don't air your business out. And in the times of social media, I know that people think that's cool to do that, but I don't.
No, it ain't. It ain't. It's sad. It is so damn sad. Ooh, look at him. 3 seconds left. Be careful you take this knee, dude. Oh, there you go. Whew. All right. On down 7, man. On down 7.
Still got a ball game in front of us.
I say Washington's taking this, bro.
I think they won the second quarter for sure.
Definitely. Lord have mercy. So where do you think we're going? I did not know about Kevin still leaving. So now I have not even – I'm going to have to think about this all night long.
Yes.
But give me your input. Where do you think we're going to go with this?
As far as who we're going to go with, maybe?
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm sort of thinking like a Charlie Strong.
Oh, I wish.
That was my first call.
We had him on our staff and didn't use him. We had him as a fucking analyst and didn't use him.
It bothered the shit out of me because he was a brilliant defensive coordinator at Florida. Yes. Absolutely brilliant. And we know it because we played against them in their prime when Florida was the best team in college football, consistently top 2 teams, and their defense was hell. And so I was like, man, there's a resource. We know the guy. He has a personal relationship with Saban. We know what he's capable of. He doesn't have a job right now. I see William Bryant say Tavarius Robinson be a great pick as well. I heard a lot of things that he came up with some stuff for Steele this year, was giving great input on the staff. So, hey, that would be a good one too.
Not sure.
There's a lot of guys out there that are great. I think I want to say it was B. Jammin, and I may be wrong, and if it was, I'm sorry. They had mentioned Will Muschamp earlier. I'm on the edge with that. I don't like hiring a guy. I just never was a big Muschamp guy. Never was. I know he's had good defenses, but he was part of good teams that had good defenses as well.
Right.
And that bird will fly the coop real fast on you too. Real fast.
Yeah.
We need to get somebody in there that'll stay for a while.
So you're thinking younger, and we just deal with mistakes they come to. Same thing we did with Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby stayed with us. He went through the growing pains. He became great defensive coordinator, and he is a great coach.
Yeah, he is. Can't take nothing away from him.
Coach Saban did great teaching him. So sorry, Georgia, but it's true. He did.
Hey, you got to learn from somebody. Realistically, who'd better to learn from? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would tell you that too. But, man, there's a lot of names out there. I see people saying Schumann. I'm not really interested. It makes me wonder, do you go for star power? Do you go for a big splash hire? Do you go young, like you said, and kind of work them through the mistakes? And you mentioned Kirby when we got him as a younger guy, but we also got a guy that's at Ole Miss now that we all can't stand in the same fashion. So you're taking a chance on getting another Pete Golden as well, So I don't know.
Hold up. I'm going to have to defend Kirby on this one. Much as I hate to have to defend a Georgia coach, as an Alabama fan, it kills me to have to do it. But no, Pete Golden Dildo was not there when Kirby was there.
No. That's not what I was saying. We got Kirby at a young age. He worked out and was probably the best defensive coordinator in college football for a consistent amount of years. And I think that's kind of what he was looking at when he got Pete Golden. He's seen his work at some smaller schools and liked what he's seen and thought he could develop him, and it just didn't go that way. And so we're taking a chance of possibly going that direction as well. I don't know, man. It's scary, but it's kind of exciting too, because you might bring a guy in that does something we've not seen, that might can get something out of these players that we're not getting out of these players. So, there's two ways to look at it. Glass half empty, half full kind of thing,
I'm wanting an older guy that brings in
a mentality.
The Van Hammer. I want somebody coming with a fucking hammer, just like Steele does.
Yes.
I want that mentality to be there.
And
granted, Jets, I cannot deny, with this day with transfer portal and NIL, is if they don't get playing time that they think they're going to get with a Van Hammer, they will leave the next year. But I'm willing to give that up. I'm willing to sacrifice that.
I think I am too, honestly. I think I'm also willing to sacrifice that because we want that dog mentality that we used to have of there's 11 guys on that defense that you're scared of if you're on the other team. Those guys look nasty. They're mean. They're self-motivated. They're fire starters. They don't need nobody to pump them up. They want to hurt you. They want to take that ball from you. And that's a mentality Alabama does not have right now and has not had in several years. And if we're being honest as a fan base, we haven't seen it in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I got to ask you this. That's a good point you just brought up. I've got to ask you this one. So, we don't have room. Mentality. We don't have the room. So where do we go with it? What's our next step? What is college football's next step? And I'm going to bring this up I want you to go ahead and answer this one. I'm going to bring this up tonight because I got something I want to talk about tomorrow night, but they don't have the mentality you do that I got to bring up to you. I need your answer on that. But go ahead and answer. Where do you think we're going?
It's hard to say where we're going, realistically. I don't know what the next move would be. Saban has always been great about being ahead of the curve in college football and seeing things progressing before they get there.
Right. He's playing chess and everybody else playing checkers.
Yes, which has made him what he is. Well, part of what has made him what he is. There's several layers to Saban, but I honest to God don't know, and I wish I had an answer, but I don't know what that next move is. I really don't. What do you think?
All right. Well, that being said, we're going to get all deep in this shit tonight. All right. Well, that being said, these young guys coming in, you see it because you are a big NFL guy. Mm-hmm. You love NFL. You pay a lot of attention to it. I used to, but the kneeling thing.
And I understand that.
Anyway, that's a whole different story for another day. All right. But you're still all up in it. All right. I ain't. All right. So you got where our guys go from college in the NFL, where they're at. And now I'm seeing where the high school kids are coming into college. And this NIL money and deals been talking that these high school coaches are having a hard time trying to teach these players how to be the best player be before they go to college. Then they get into college and they want to transfer. They want to move everywhere else. So they're not being developed. Then they go into NFL, and NFL's got to spend 5 years on them.
Yes, at least.
To get them as a player. When used to, you was taught it in high school.
Yep.
Then you went to college because you had no choice where to go. You had to suck it up and be a man if you want to make money in the NFL. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
It does start at the high school level. It also starts at home. A lot of these kids get away with a lot of things that parents didn't allow kids to get away with, athletically, school-wise, all the above. Going into college, like you said, when you transfer 1 time, 2 times, 3 times in your career, some guys have done it more. How are you staying and getting coached up by a good coach? You don't know that next guy's a good coach that you're going to. You're seeing dollars. So your development will suffer. So in the long run, yeah, you're making money at the college level, but your lack of development may be hurting you at the NFL level. And guys are young and they don't see that long-term approach that we can see as older guys or getting older guys. We can see that now, but we may not have seen that at 18, 19 years old either. So overall, I think the game of football is hurting because of certain things like that. High schools running certain types of offenses where they don't have to develop a quarterback. These spread offenses, to me, you don't get a true blue quarterback anymore out of that. They're just quick decision makers. They don't know how to read a defense necessarily. They're looking at 1 or 2 routes. They're not looking at the whole route tree. There's a lot of things you could break. That's a deep conversation. Honestly, that's a conversation that could be a whole entire show.
Yes, it could. 2 or 3 shows, actually.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I was curious about that because me personally, at the time, granted, I went in the military when I was still a junior in high school. So my mindset was totally different than everybody around me. It was because the guys still had deers on their hoods when they come in early in the morning, and I'm trying to kill an Afghan. It just it was a different mindset. It really was. So I do understand where you're coming with that. But also back in our day, it wasn't. We want money, but it wasn't about the money. It was about development. Get us where we want to be in the future. Who can get us where we want to be? The big money, not the pussy money right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, and I get that. But realistically, that carrot was never dangled in front of our generations before either. So it's hard to say how it would have played out. You know what I mean?
Say that. I was offered 25 cents a bale of hay for a damn 10-acre field. That adds up, brother. If you load that thing up, it adds up. Now you're so fair, but it adds up.
Hey, I'll tell one on myself real quick. I had a vice principal one time that tricked me into baling hay for him for $5 an hour, and I thought it was a good idea.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, he got you, brother.
He worked that shit out of it. Well, he deserved to get me. I made his life a living hell, but so really, I owed him one. But I'm fixing to have to jump off here, gentlemen. I hate to do it, but my old ass got to get into bed for work. I got to get up early in the morning.
Well, I appreciate you coming on here for the first half. Hope Alabama Tide hang with me with the second half. If not, I'm just gonna make a fool of myself second half.
That's what I was gonna say. I hate Alabama Tide got in here so late because I love cutting it up with him because he's always got something good to say. He gives me an education every time I talk to him. But I'm gonna try to listen to y'all before I close my eyes, anyways. But I appreciate you having me on here tonight. Me and you don't get a chance to talk a whole lot, so this was fun for me.
And I love you, brother.
Yes, sir. Same to you, sir. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, brother. All right, Alabama Tide, what you got, bro?
I was sitting there listening to y'all talk about the defensive coordinator. I didn't know Kevin's still retired. I didn't hear nothing about it till y'all said it.
Yeah, he's gone. I'm gonna go make me a drink while you talk about that one because my heart's broken. I thought I'd have one. I was hoping for one more year.
Yeah, I was hoping for at least a couple more years. Kevin he's the heart and soul of that defense this year because he comes back and the whole attitude of the defense is better and they're hitting harder, they're attacking the ball, they're not sitting back and reacting. And so if he's got to go, I want Charlie Strong there. Charlie Strong is a hell of a defensive mind. I think he would fit in good with what we have, how we do things, and him and Saban I think get along because his offensive analyst for a while he left. I don't know where he went. And he come back as an offensive analyst again. So, you watch your defense and you watch them all the year before with Pete Golden there and how they just did not attack the ball. They did not have that alpha dog mentality.
Yes, sir.
And this year you bring Kevin Steele in, and all of a sudden we're tearing it up at the line of scrimmage again.
Yes, sir.
It's no coincidence, that happened. It's all the mindset. And, it's all up here. When you got a head coach and you got a defensive coordinator that's in your brain up here, it's telling you can't sit back on your ass and hope that you do good. You got to go out there and you got to work out. You got to work out. You got to work out and keep yourself in shape during the off season. And I don't think Pete Golden did. Pete Golden set the example of getting caught, drinking and driving. You just how you respect a coach, he gets caught drinking and driving, and he comes out there on the field and tells you run another 100-yard dash, another picking up 100 pounds up, and you just can't do it.
That is so true.
But like I said, I was listening to y'all and I was getting fired up, man. I'm sitting there watching this and I'm like, oh my God, yeah. I'm hoping, and I know Tavares Robinson, he'd be a good one. But I'm just hoping, that Charlie Strong gets it. That's mine. I'm not a head coach or anything. It ain't my choice, but that's who I want.
Wait till tomorrow night. I know you can't be there tomorrow night, but our topic tomorrow night is going to be huddle or not to huddle. And we're going to be talking about our game against Michigan with the huddle or not to huddle because I'm old school. And I think huddle screws with the defense more than not huddling. That's just me. That's the main topic. But then we're going to break it down even more. I agree with
you. It seemed like the fact they huddled messed with us. Like, we talked about it. We had some players talk about it. They huddled. We was like, what are they doing huddling? I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing taking a snap under center? We're all shotgun. What the hell is football coming to?
That's my point.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to old school. Let's go back to Wishbone. And so we got the best quarterback for Wishbone there is. We have great running backs for the Wishbone.
Yes, sir, I agree with you.
Justice Hayes. And we just recruited that's coming on, just signed with us, a monster of a running back I bet they'll turn him into a tight end. But it's
about Daniel Hill.
Yes. So I'm saying
he's a monster.
We could bring back that old damn Wishbone and fuck some people up.
Yeah, and it's really, we get too cutesy, and that's one y'all was talking about all ago. That's another thing I want to jump in on. Seth McLaughlin is snapping the ball 30 yards down the field, and the next time he snaps it 3 yards, I mean, you're right. He's snapping the ball too damn hard. That is not a coincidence. I'm like, okay, well, if you got trouble, and we had trouble, get under center. Just get under center and take the damn snap.
Thank you. And we didn't. And the reason we didn't, this is my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but this is my opinion why we didn't. Because we have a young Coach Reese, an old quarterback from Notre Dame who's used to playing in the back, who did not know how to call plays from under center.
Yeah.
But he's learning.
That's
why I'm so excited about this coming year, because we've learned. We're learning. I mean, truth about the matter, Alabama Tide, you have to admit, after our first 3 games last season, did you see any way we'd even be in the playoffs?
No. I mean, our offense was non-existent.
We got better. Now, I'm going to be talking about this more tomorrow night. I ain't going to deny about it. I'm going to be this is part of my topics tomorrow night is talk about how we got better. But we were not a championship team. We wasn't.
We were about a step different from here and there, little things that we could have done that, makes everything when you're in one possession game, every play counts, every second means something. Yeah. And I mean, you could say, well, this got us beat, that got us beat. The snapping the ball got us beat. When I'm sitting watching the game and I watch one of our guys go in motion, I'm like, please don't snap the ball and hit him. Please don't snap the ball and hit him. When you're worried about that and you can't even get the snap, you're worried about the snap, you're having trouble. But I'm glad he's gone. I'm sorry, but I'm bye. You're a Buckeye. Good for you.
Michelle, I just read this and I'm confused. I didn't hear about this. You're saying wrong, Spencer. A lot of the team players and coaches got death threats. What are you talking about? You got me on that one. Please give me some input. I did not hear nothing about that.
Got death threats last week. Huh. Not that either, Spencer. I'm off in the dark too, man. She caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to get a death threat, it would be a center. But anyway, beside the point. I didn't say that out loud. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I tell you. Shit.
All right. So you ain't going to be able to be with us tomorrow night there, Alabama Tide?
Yeah, everybody, I got a thing happening tomorrow. I'm going to be a grandpa again. My daughter-in-law is going to have a C-section, and his name is going to be Atlas. That'll be my second grandbaby, so I'm going to be gone tomorrow and the next day also. So I'll be back Friday probably, sometime around Friday. But, hey, I get to be a granddad again. Ain't the greatest thing in the world.
There you go.
This kid.
Ain't nothing. You think a granddaddy is good? Wait till you're a great-granddaddy.
Yes, sir. I live long enough to do that.
Oh, yeah. That's where your grandchildren come up. Who the hell are you? You didn't let me get away with none of that. No, but they're great. There's difference. You wasn't great.
Yes, sir. They're different. I got one grandson now, and he's 6 years old. And that kid, I mean, he's smarter than I was when I was a senior in high school. This kid, for his birthday, he wanted a periodic table of elements poster on the wall. A periodic table. I mean, my Lord, this kid is amazing, man. That's my grandkid. I love him to death. But, it's like I said, though, back to football. Kevin's still retiring. I mean, did anybody know this was coming, or did it just pop today, or have you heard anything? He's going.
I haven't heard nothing, but I'd be willing to bet that Nick Saban knew it was a 1-year deal.
It'd have to.
I mean, because to me, what I'm seeing, Kevin Steele would have nothing but roses ahead of him for next year if he wanted to stay. But I do understand, being 60 myself, that I don't want to be traveling. I don't want to be doing all this. It's time me to damn retire. It's my last shot. It was it.
Plus, they gave him
Do what?
They gave him what? They gave him 10 years of the state of Alabama. So he got his retirement from the state of Alabama too, didn't he?
I have no clue.
Well, but when he first come back, I was hearing he only needed one more year to get whatever they call that, and coaching or when you're a teacher in a state or something, whatever it is, you get to have 10. He only had 9 or something like that. So
I have no clue. I'm a construction worker. I don't know all that.
I understand that, but you think Travaris Robinson's old enough to be it? I mean, he's smart enough, but is he? Do you think he's going to be a defensive coordinator, or who you think? I mean, you done asked this, I done asked this, but I didn't catch your answer. I apologize.
Because I haven't even. I was caught off guard. I
both.
really don't know. I want another old motherfucker. I want somebody coming here to keep the damn balls to the grinding stone, because the young guys don't do that. Bill Dildo done proved that.
You got that right. I think, like I said, I think we already got him on staff. I really do think Charlie Strong will be a damn good one. But Travaris Robinson, I'm hearing all these people talk about how great a job he's done, and you don't want to lose him. So
Charlie,
I don't know.
Charlie's not still on staff.
He's an offensive analyst for Alabama.
Not right now.
He was
last year.
I thought he was this year.
I'm going to have to relook that up. I don't think he is.
I was thinking I might be wrong, but I thought he was offensive analyst. It's still, I thought he'd come back. I mean, I could be wrong. You might be right. I can't argue with you on it.
Anyway, because I was so upset because we had him on staff, we didn't use him. We kept going with the golden dildo. What the? Anyway.
Ain't that the damn thing?
Anyway, that's a whole different story for another day.
In one hand, you got gold. In the other hand, you got fool's gold, and we kept the fool.
Yep, we did. Well, what do you think about this game going on right now? What do you think we could have done different, or what is Washington doing that we should have done?
I ain't really paid attention to that game tonight, Spencer. I've been doing all kind of stuff, but I'm going to tell you what, if I'm understanding it right, Penix is a difference in the game for Washington, and he's throwing the short passes underneath that we should have done, and I agreed with y'all. Y'all was talking earlier. We never did try. What happened to the quick slants? You got a guy just slanting across the middle, and it's going to be wide open because what they did, they sat out there in the flats and in the deep passes. They left the slants in the middle open all night long.
I think that Milroe's last area of improvement. I think that's his weakest point is the short passes. I think he put too much mustard on it, overthrowed it, underthrowed it. I think that was his weakest timing problem. But I think that what he needs to work on this coming off season. That's going to be part of my topics tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he does. I mean, he needs to go back down to Florida again or take whoever's down there, and work on it. I mean, he did whatever the next step is. I think our offensive line needs to take that next step with whoever the center is next year. That's part of it. But Milroe has all this talent in the world, man, that nobody has in college football. And if he can make that next step to throwing above the short pass like we're talking about, stuff like that, I don't know what could hold him back. Make your reads, get the ball out of there. Don't stay back there 5-10 seconds.
What do you think? Is there any chance whatsoever that we could get Jeremy Pruitt right now?
I would love to have Jeremy Pruitt.
You ain't got only one. Hell, my wife would do Jeremy Pruitt. What are you talking about? I love to watch her do it. Just get him back to Alabama.
Oh, well, I've heard I forgot who I was talking to, but somebody said his coaching days in Alabama's done, and I don't know why. I mean, you pay the piper, you do what you did, you pay the piper for it, and let's go back to coaching, bring him back. I would love to have Jeremy Pruitt back.
I would too. I don't understand that. I think it'd be great.
And I mean, he mixed it right in with Saban real well. It ain't like a third. Well, how old's Reese? 31, 32, 33?
33, I think.
And that young and stuff like that, you know, and I think he's intimidated by Saban. I mean, it'd be hard not to be, you know.
He's intimidated by the SEC because he's not used to the talent in the SEC. He has no clue what comes down here.
I agree with you. That's true, too. You know, we got that.
The speed of the game is really fucking with Reese right now. He's having to readjust to the speed of the game down here.
I agree with that. SEC, you know, our SEC so much faster, and I mean, it is bigger, faster, stronger, and that's the reason why we've won so many championships over the last 20 years. You know.
Yep.
But Tommy Reese, you know, he also has to take that next step with Milroe, so they can stay on that same page and don't start over again next year. Start where you left off. Don't start over and try to do the same thing. You know, start here and go further, make it better.
Yeah, I was just watching this play that just happened right now. Of course, I'm on a delay. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. So I got a delay over here with Michigan. The guy snapping the ball, and they ran it up the middle. The ball actually hit the quarterback in the numbers. So he was able to hand it off cleanly. And that running back was able to get a first down. That's amazing, ain't it? Not bending down to his ankles.
Right.
Jesus.
Ain't that amazing how the play seems to work good where you don't have that half a second the quarterback's thrown off for half a second? And by the time you raise up, where's the running back? Hell, I got to go. You know, running back's done gone. You got to go. It's like Jerry Reed did. He said they're trying to add that third. How do you spell? Shit, I got to go. Got him in the band and started heading back to Georgia.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this tonight because you won't be on our show tomorrow night. So I'm going to go ahead and say it tonight.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Seth McLaughlin's father, who wanted to set up in the stands at the University of Alabama and talk crap about Jalen Milroe.
Yep.
Kiss my fucking lily white Alabama ass.
Both cheeks.
I would have let you suck my dick, but you ain't worth it.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, I heard about that, and I can't believe that they're up there and yelling against their own team.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous as hell. You know, if I was one of the, here's the thing. Milroe's parents are both from the military. I'm surprised his dad didn't find and walk over and say, you say one more word about my son, I'm going to kick your white ass clean back across the damn state or wherever the hell you come from.
I was trying to figure out myself how the father of Seth McLaughlin ain't running down there on the field getting a penalty, smacking his son in the fucking face because he can't center the ball. I'm trying to figure that out. Why he was not at practice every single friggin' day. Son, here, up here. Put it up here, not down here. Don't roll it. It ain't a golf ball. It ain't a damn bowling ball. It's a football. Right. I can't even figure out why he wasn't even doing that.
It's why would after practice I'd get out there with Milroe and say, Milroe, let's go here, let me snap some, and sit there and snap 100 after every practice, snap the ball every time, 100 after practice, 100 every day, and get it so it's automatic. You don't get it up here in the head when there's pressure situation on. You got that 330-pound nose guard across from you. You snap the ball, then you hold that guy up instead of snapping the ball, like at Auburn, 30 yards down the field. Yeah, I'd say, hey, come on, let's go over and let me snap the ball to you. If I'm snapping the ball all over the place, I need to practice. Michelle said Charlie Strong is currently on the staff there, Spencer.
Is he? I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to have to do it right. I ain't going to do it now. I'm going to look it up because he was, but I thought he left. I didn't know he was back.
He didn't stay gone but about 1.5 years, 2 years and come back. I think I say offensive analyst. I'm sorry, defensive analyst.
I would love to have Charlie Strong. I mean, I'm impressed with his coaching style. Now, granted, he might give you 2 years and he'll be a head coach somewhere, but still, I'll take them 2 years right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know who we got coming in. I ain't heard no rumors or innuendos. Oh, of course, I just now found out, like you did, that Kevin Steele's retiring. So I don't know who on the staff besides Charlie Strong. Well, maybe even Tavares Robinson. I guess I'm not sure. I don't know all his background well enough. I know he played at Auburn, but I don't care about that. But
oh Lord, now I got my wife chiming in on me now.
You're in trouble now.
What'd you say here? Jeremy, I got my MA in the way. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's about 20 years since he was at Tennessee. There's something wrong with him.
Well,
it looks like he's aged 20 years, I think.
Well, that's the same thing they said with Kippen, too.
Yeah, I mean, these kids can put the strain on you, man. I mean, you tell them 100 times to do it this way, and they keep doing it that way. You're like, how in the hell can you keep doing it that way when I've showed you 20 times? Do it this way.
You're so right.
I remember I ain't no coach or anything like that.
Hold up 1 second, AT, because I'm out of town. Like I say this real quick. Cajun, I love you. Miss you, baby. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying,
side point.
I coach my son's football teams, those 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old, just for, to be out there because I love football. And you tell this kid, when you do this, push this guy to the right. When you come off, push him to the right. And every time he want to push him to the left, and I'm sitting there getting tickled because I said, show me your right. And he held up his left. I said, okay, you're right from your left. I said, okay, are you right-handed? He said, yeah. I said, hold your right hand up. And he held it up over. So there's your right from your left. From now on, whichever way you're heading, that's how you can remember that. So from then on, he blocked the way you wanted him to, but he didn't know his right from his left. But I was getting tickled. But these kids up there, they're 20, 22 years old and stuff, and they're just, you tell them again and again and again, and they don't do it. You're like, what are you thinking? Unbelievable, man.
This is amazing. Here we are trying to watch a national championship game between nobodies, and we talk about Alabama. Imagine that on this channel.
Hey, what's more important in life? Alabama football and other bullshit.
Buddy.
Yes, sir. Alabama football all the way.
There's a 10 points difference right now with beginning of the third. I still think Washington can take this. Because we played the worst we have played all damn season long, and we had a shot to win the game against Michigan.
I agree. We
could have done it.
Yeah, we played our C- D+ game and almost still won the damn game.
Shit.
And nobody can tell me different. We didn't play a good game, and I know Michigan, you had a little bit to do with it or something to do with it.
But they did good. I'll give them that. They did good.
Yeah.
Great game plan. Great pressure on the quarterback. They knew our limitations we had, and they showed it. I mean, you can't argue with that.
I agree. It's amazing. I just wonder next year, and I don't think he's going to come in and push for playing time, but, Julian's saying, when he's there next year, how much is he going to be able to push these other quarterbacks,
Good point. I just watched the play by Washington where Michigan brought pressure, and the quarterback goes, okay, and the tight end goes, he bumps and opens up, and he just drops the ball over to him. He gets 15 yards. We could have done that all fucking night long.
Yep. Those dump passes all day long, all night long.
Yes.
We got a tight end coming in next year. I think it's Caleb Odom is his name, and that dude is bad news. I mean, he's a mismatch from word go, and we got that other kid. I can't think of his name. He's an inline tight end. That's a mean, nastiest son of a bitch. I mean, he's a hard blocker, dude. He will knock you in the dirt quicker than you say hello.
We've lost a couple of good ones too, though.
Yes, sir, we did. And I know is Niblock, is he graduating?
Nope.
He coming back? We're going to be loaded at tight end then.
I'm not sure about knee black. I hadn't heard yet.
Okay.
Hopefully, hopefully Waylon will come in here and let us know about him. I don't know about him.
Well, you can figure every year if you got 85 kids on scholarship, you're going to lose at least 10 to 15 to the transfer portal every year if you are a good ball club.
Easily.
I mean, at least.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Van. During this time of the transfer portal and NIL, what 3 positions would you load up on knowing that you're going to have so much people leave?
Yeah, and that's cool. What kind of team you're referring to? SEC, Pac-10, or something?
SEC.
Styles, you know, if it's Alabama. If it's Alabama, I told y'all, you know, in the trenches is 1, 2, and 3, but we're not losing, you know, a lot in the trenches. You really do got to load up. Damn, that's a good question. You know, I mean, other than the trenches, I mean, you have, you know, the DBs. You know, of course, you got to have 4 or 5 DBs that can play. So you need to have a good corner, a cover corner that can be one-on-one on the outside. Right. So a cover corner. You got to get pressure on quarterback. I agree with him earlier. I think he said an edge rusher, and we've loaded up not with the transfer portal, you know, but we have. We recruit so well, it's hard to say, you know, which one. But most, you know, running back, you got to have running. I don't know. At Alabama, though.
Let me throw this out to you. Let me calm you down a little bit. Your brain's starting to smoke there. I see smoke coming out. So let me simplify this a little bit. All right. Because right now, the biggest problem that we have in college football across the board is the lack of development per high school players. Because high school players are coming in now thinking they got all this money, they're all that, they don't need no development. So they had problems with the high school coach trying to teach them because they making more money than the high school coach was. Now they're coming into college thinking they're all that in a bag of chips, and they ain't shit yet.
Yeah,
so when you talk, go ahead.
Money's running the sport from now it's getting into high school, into college, you know. And yes. I mean, I know these kids want money, but, you know, you get a kid $3 million, all of a sudden he ain't as hungry as he was coming out. Now he ain't going to try as hard. I mean, it's going to make them mentally soft, you know, and they're not going, I got to get to the pros. I got to bust my ass. I got to get there. I got to work hard every day. Now, like, I got $3 million. I ain't got to worry about it.
Well, I'll give you one better. I'm going to talk about my old country life.
Yes, sir.
From Sand Mountain, Alabama. We had a pig farm, we had cattle, and we grew our own damn vegetables. I lived in a damn trailer, a 12 by 60.
Yep.
Went to high school, did my thing, then went in the military. If somebody had offered me $100,000, they'd had me, I'd been whored out in a heartbeat. They'd been my ass because they'd have had me.
I heard you, and I agree with you. You know, money speaks to kids. You know, it really does. And like I said, you know, you can tell when a team's getting too much money on a team because your team chemistry goes to hell in a handbasket. I mean, look at Texas A&M. A&M's whole damn defense that they got that was so great, so good. Now that's where they at now. There ain't one of them left on that defense. They're gone. Hell, we even got one of them.
Well, I hope the 2 offensive linemen we got from them are going to be good. I hope. I know they both were 5 stars, but I hope they're going to be good because we need help. we got to have offensive line. We have issues.
I think the one offensive lineman was Bertrand, and the defensive guy was Overton. Overton might be able to play right, a lot more right away than Bertrand, or however they say his name. He is a 3-star. Bertrand was a 3-star coming out, and Overton was a 5-star. But if they do what I think they're going to do with Overton, he's going to have to gain some weight to play the position we want him at. They wanted him to lose weight to play the position at A&M they want him to play at. So now he's got to turn around back and gain it if they do that. But he's got to gain weight to play defensive end for us.
Good Lord. I got my wife in here, Cajun R, saying she wants me to go to bed. So, am I supposed to go get a hooker? I mean, what? Goddamn. You're going to get me in so much trouble, baby. Quit that. Damn it. You set me up for failure. I see you.
I can see it in the paper tomorrow. Man shot dead in a motel room.
Oh, yeah, I'll be shot dead. Yo, it'd be bad.
Miss Cajun, come on.
Come on, get him.
Oh, man, I tell you what, man.
They could not run on us. Get them. There you go. Good job. Damn. I'm sorry. I hate Michigan. Of all the teams for us to lose to, there's only one worse than Michigan. That'd be Auburn.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, and Auburn went out there and paid all them players, to come in on wide receivers because they ain't even got a quarterback yet.
Thank you.
I'm like, okay, now you go pay for a quarterback, which I understand kids are getting paid, and it's not like, but they go out there and they bought 3 and they're trying to buy Ryan Williams. And I don't think they can buy him, even though I found out, his dad played at Auburn. He's an Auburn legacy, and I didn't know that. But we're going to have the offense, right? Next year, it's a lot better.
Sorry.
That's all right. Don't be sorry. You're watching the game, man.
Washington guy just stuck his little ass. Get some of that. Sorry.
Don't be, man.
I wasn't even going to watch this damn game. That's the sad part. I wasn't even going to watch it.
Hairball. I think Hairball is going to be at San Diego next year.
You think so?
I think he's gone. I mean, he's too much of a
distraction. I mean, all right, look at the history of every coach that's ever beat our great coach Nick Saban. They get the biggest contract ever.
Yeah, he makes millionaires out of them.
Then they give up and they flop.
Yeah.
Think about it. That's what a Hairball's going to do.
Yeah, he will. I mean, that's what happened to old ways at Auburn now. Old stripper, prostitute boy, Hugh Freeze. He beat Alabama back to back. And that's his biggest claim to fame. And of course, Jimbo beat us one time, and he's already gone.
Dumbo Fisher. Yeah, Dumbo Fisher. That's what I'm saying. Hairball's going to be the same way.
Urban Meyer beat us, and we made him quit. I mean, he just got
he had a heart attack.
Yeah, he sure the hell did. I'm trying to think of who else. Seemed like there's one other coach that beat us and then wound up getting fired a year later or so after that. After you beat Alabama, Nick Saban, everybody thinks, okay, we're going to be in the playoffs next year. We're going to
give them all the money in the world.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Yep.
Because they're going to fail. And, okay, I know you ain't going to be on the show tomorrow night, so I'm going to go ahead and call it right now.
Yes, sir.
It is here, I mean, Eastern time, it's 10:03 p.m.
Yeah.
It's January 8th, 2024. I'm calling it right now with you that the University of Alabama, it will win the national championship, the 2024 season, and Milroe will win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right the fuck now because they're going to fix our offensive line.
Yeah. I mean, we got rid of the biggest problem. The biggest problem is up there, up there at Ohio State. He's going to be bouncing the ball on the ground. We're going to be down there laughing our ass off at him. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. We'll be laughing our ass off at that son of a bitch. But yeah, if Jalen, especially if Jalen wins a Heisman, we're going to win the national championship because, I mean, he's a $6 million man. If they will tell him, take off, run, don't stay in the pocket, and maximize his running ability, there ain't no way we're going to, not go and win the championship.
I don't know the YouTube proper way of saying this. Are you allowed to say midget? Are you supposed to say little people? What I mean, I don't know the terminology. I don't mean it ugly because I respect everybody. Right. But sometimes the political bullshit. But the only way that Seth McLaughlin is going to Ohio State to be a center if they have a midget quarterback, somebody that's only like a foot off the ground that can catch them balls he's snapping.
Yeah, you get them quarterbacks that are vertical.
That's the only way.
No, I agree. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they think they're getting, but they better have a vertically challenged quarterback. You're right.
Now he would be a good guard. I will say that he would be a good guard.
Like I said, also just get under center. And then you ain't got to worry about snapping the ball back 30 yards behind. I ain't figured that out yet.
No, I disagree because Seth McLaughlin's balls are so small. He wouldn't even know how to hit your hands. Yeah, he done.
That quarterback don't protect him.
Oh yeah, there's no love between me and Seth whatsoever.
Yeah. That might be why he didn't want to get under the center because Milroe and him are having troubles. Because if the dad's screaming at him from the stands, Milroe and him got a problem. So Milroe said, "I ain't putting my hands up in there. So snap the damn ball."
Well, it could be a little embarrassing when your little chipmunk balls is trying to snap some elephant balls. It might have been, a little mental thing there.
Yeah, when he's running down the field, he might sound like he's playing marbles. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with. There you go. No, I'm glad he's gone. And I don't wish him nothing good. I just hope he's gone. Oh, I love it. Oh. That's shit we should have been doing. That's the shit that Reese needs to do. Damn it. Little quick pass. Boom. Over the head. Oh, Jesus. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we should be doing. That's where Reese needs to watch this game and learn from it. Because we have the quarterback. We have the talent. We have it all. There's if we even attempted to do none of this, Jesus Christ.
Penix, he's a good quarterback. They got to play him. They got that wide receiver and they got Penix. Both of them are difference makers. We had Jamie Burton, but Jamie Burton isn't as good as that. What's that receiver they got that got that weird sounding name? Dallas Rotten, huh? That's amazing. Penix is a hell of a quarterback.
Well, they both are good quarterbacks. JJ's even a good quarterback. I don't want to talk bad about it because he is a good quarterback.
Yes, sir.
He's a hell of a lot better than Georgia's quarterback ever thought about being. But beside the point. Oh, shit, I'm going to catch hell about that, ain't I?
Oh.
Anyway. Oh, shit. Flag. No. Oh, God, come on. He grabbed his damn arm. Jesus Christ. Now.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure how, Dallas Turner wasn't in the backfield more against Michigan. They must have had a double.
They was doubling, tripling him.
And Braswell, he seemed to disappear from the game.
Oh, speaking of that, since you won't be here tomorrow night, what's your feelings about Braswell declaring for the NFL?
I think he's going to be a late second, maybe early third if he's lucky, and he's going to be giving up a whole lot of money if he could come back one more year and make that. If he had another year left, if he could make that step, he might have been a late first round pick next year. So he's probably costing himself his signing bonus. He's probably costing himself about anywhere $5 to $10 million on the signing bonus alone.
I agree with you.
Now, Bradley, he's very good.
Dallas, I can't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't see how Dallas could improve his stock any more than what it is.
Yeah, him and Terrion Arnold and
I don't blame them. I'm proud of them. Go for it, gentlemen. Make you money. I can't blame them. But
go ahead.
Bradwell, I was disappointed in that one.
Yeah, I thought he could have come back done a little better, but I don't know what they're telling him. You know, he might be happy with being a late second, early third or somewhere in there. I'm not sure where they're telling him where he's going to be at, but he just might be tired of college football.
Let me look where I got him. What we got? Braswell. I got Braswell going fourth round.
Fourth round, yeah.
Yeah. So I got him.
Yeah, I can see that. He got overshadowed one year by Turner, and then the year before that, he's overshadowed by I can't think of our damn guy last year. Plays with Texas.
See, that's the problem I got is the overshadow part. Back in our day, we would work for it.
Yeah.
We knew we was getting beat, and we would have to work harder to beat them out. And with this NIL transfer portal, these guys don't have to do that no more.
Yeah.
They go, I don't have to work. I can go here. I can go there. I can do this. Not that I have to man up.
If they go out
that's what's hurting NFL too right now.
It is. It really is.
We got horses going in the NFL.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if they as far as the transfer portal goes, you should only be able to transfer out one time unless there's some very, very big, circumstances. Because if you keep doing, transfer out 3 times, I don't get it. I mean, you should not be allowed to transfer portal more than once while you're in college, unless some very,
coach
bad situation happens.
Right. Something traumatic.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want to do push-ups. Your pussy's hurt. Tampon don't fit no more. None of that.
I know back when I was in high school, we was out practicing, and you had guys that had 6-period athletics and guys that didn't. And guys come in after 6-period athletics. They come in after school, got out there, come out there on the field, and we was all down there at the far end away from the field house, and we was out there and we was doing practice in our simulations and stuff. And here come a guy. He can come down there, and when you hit a football field, you don't walk, but he sit there and he was just strolling. He's just strolling from the far end all the way, and he walked all the way down to the other end. We was at the 10-yard line. The head coach looked at him and told us, Mike, we all took a vote. We want you to go back down there and stroll back up here one more time. And Mike started turning around. He thought, one more step. Everybody's running 100 yards for the rest of the damn day. And I was over there laughing till he said that. I'm thinking, this son of a bitch started. He makes me start running a 100-yard dash because he didn't have no sense to turn around. I'm going to kill him. So everybody went to hard, come on back. So he come in and the guy didn't play none. He just on the sideline. I don't even know why he played because he couldn't play, but he walked all the way from one end of the end zone to the other end of the end zone. We're practicing our situational games and stuff like that. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I mean, if he'd got me to running, I'd have killed him.
We love people like that because we would be tapping their girlfriends in concession stands while they're trying to walk that. Anyway, side point. Whole different world, whole different time.
Yeah, that's back in the 80s when I'm a little bit younger than you, but that's back in the 80s. And if you hit that football field, you better be jogging because if you're walking, you're fixing to be in a world of hurt, And if one guy messes up, everybody messes up. If this guy can't do it right, everybody, we're going to run. And we'll run 30, 100-yard dash,
Good job. Sorry. I really want them to lose. I really do.
Yeah, I don't like Michigan, and I don't like them now. All year, all week long, every time I get on YouTube and look up and I see Michigan, I click don't recommend channel. I mean, it's like I said, I'm a sore loser. I hold a grudge, until we play them again. Then whoop their ass. I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, Benjamin Deontay Lawson is coming back.
That's what I heard. Yes.
That's
don't
good.
know for a fact. Don't know for a fact. We don't know. They could still leave. We don't know.
Well, I mean,
I'll be right back, AT.
Go right ahead, take your time, and Miss Cajun, you take care of my boy. Don't let him get off in the woods somewhere by himself and get lost. And and then the next day be saying, "Well, where in the hell is Spencer at?" But anyway, guys, we all year long we watched Alabama and we watched and see how they progressed and got better and got Dalcourt out there and we got Jaden Robertson at right guard and we thought, okay, here we go, we got it made. We got the yips out of our Seth McLaughlin started snapping the ball better, and so we were doing a whole lot better. And then all of a sudden, here comes Mr. Yips and starts snapping the ball all over the place, and it seemed like we regressed. But if we would have played Michigan like we did Georgia, we'd have hung 40 points on them. Because Georgia does have the better defense than Michigan, and I don't care what the stats say. You put Georgia and Michigan in the same boat, and Georgia would be, a lot better than them on defense. So I look at it that that's my opinion, but I still just every time I think of Jim Harbaugh, I like to kick him in his ass and kick him in the knees, knock him in the down, and get him in the dirt. Tell that motherfucker get up, you ain't hurt. But it just constantly amazes me how well Nick Saban's team seem to do. I mean, they always get better, and that's a mark of the coaching, and that's always your position coaches. And you hire the wrong coach in there, and you have to get rid of him, like Pete Golden and Kevin Steele comes in, and our defense does that much better. And Reese grew up just like Jalen Milroe did. He grew up, as the year went on, he got better, so Milroe got better, and so we're better. And that's what you got to look for, and that's the only reason why I want to keep Reese around another year, because he did improve. If he didn't, we'd be looking for a new offensive coordinator, because we had lost a couple games throughout the course of the year. We wouldn't have made the playoffs.
At least 3 more years. I think it's going to take him 3 more years before he can be even considered as a great head coach.
Yeah, he's got
Nick Saban and learn, because he made errors. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody makes errors.
Yes,
but I will do this right now. I'm watching this game. It's 13-20. It's 1:51 left in the third. Washington is getting attitude all of a sudden. But everything I've seen for 3 quarters, the team we played in the SEC, Georgia team, is 100 times better than what I'm seeing on either side of this field right now.
Yep.
It's like we threw our whole load on Georgia. It's like, oh, that was it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, that was good. Let me wipe it off. I think we were done after that, because Georgia's better than either one of these teams I'm watching right now.
Yeah.
And we beat them.
Yeah. And, third quarter, we're running the ball with sweet Justice Haynes, and then they can't stop him.
And we stopped.
And then we stopped it. And then we started snapping the ball, and I'm like, what the hell? Why don't we just keep giving the ball to him? He had the hot hand, and 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards, 7 yards. And then all of a sudden it's a bad snap, and it's gone.
Well, I will have to say this. I think it would probably be great if they went ahead and put Milroe back under center. Then he reached down there and grabbed them little coconut balls of Seth and say, "You fucked this up, you won't have another child your whole damn life." Because I'm off.
Yeah,
And he just pisses the fuck out of them. I mean, I'm sorry. There's things we did back in my day. And just you can make your point. And Seth, he was just fucked up all year long.
Yeah.
And I don't know how our coaching staff let that go. That's what confuses me. It's one thing to go, okay, the man owed money, his family owed money, he made a couple of bad snaps. Yeah. No, he did this all fucking season. He sucked all fucking season.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why we didn't get somebody else. You know, I mean, if it's that bad behind him, damn.
How can it be that bad? I'm sorry, we know the players that you brought up.
Right.
Let me ask you this. Out of everybody out there available, who would you spend your money on to hire to be our offensive line coach next year?
That'd be a query. That's a good one. That'd take a while on that one.
Actually, don't take that long at all.
You've been thinking about it. I mean, who would you hire? I mean,
number one, and I'm going to bring this up tomorrow night. My number one, I would go after the smartest offensive lineman to ever play for the University of Alabama.
Barrett
Jones.
Yeah.
I'd go after him. He's played tackle. He's played guard. He's played center. He's done it all.
He won the Remington. He won all the outstanding linemen.
He knows what it takes to get there.
Yeah.
How much money you want? 1 million, 2 million? What do you want? I'd give him his money.
Did you see where they also talked about Kevin Norwood maybe as a wide receivers coach? And I've heard Terrell Owens.
Well, that ain't bad. That wouldn't be a bad idea. To me, that wouldn't be Norwood. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad.
Well, that's what I mean. Would you rather have him or Terrell Owens?
Norwood.
I mean, we know who the better receiver was, but who's the better coach?
That you don't know. How can you relate? How do you communicate? Right. And it's going to change year to year, especially with this NIL deal, where these guys don't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
Because they're already making their money.
Yeah.
That's the problem now. They don't have to listen. They're already making their money.
Yep. And that's what happened to Ole Miss. That running back, Judkins, rumor was he wanted $1.5 million to stick around. They said no, so that's why he hit the transfer portal.
There you go.
And that's the beginning of that chemistry in your team, that cancer on your team, and it's going to tear a lot of teams with smaller coaches apart.
Yes.
I mean, you got to be a hell of a coach to keep that cancer out of your locker room.
Takes a hell of a coach to bring that cancer in and be able to adjust it too.
Yes, sir. I agree with you.
Oh God damn. It's college football as me and you know it.
It's gone.
I'm gonna say it's gone.
It's gone. I mean, no doubt about it. They're getting paid and they're wanting money, and I understand they want to get paid to get money, but then, hey, I want an extra $1 million, or I'm going to hit the transfer portal. Bye.
Well, I want an extra $1 million out of your ass. If you ain't going to put $1 million worth of effort out, your ass needs to be gone.
And we didn't we lose Javion Cohen to Miami because he wanted his girlfriend to get a free education? I think it was Javion Cohen went to Miami. I mean, that again, that's cancer. Anytime you hold a team hostage, I want money to stay here. Bye.
Yeah.
Don't even ask. Just hit the road. Bye. Hit the transfer portal. Don't need you.
I agree with you.
That Lama Latha, whatever his name is, up there at Tennessee, making all that money on the NIL. You watch and see if that don't cause problems in the chemistry of a team. Because let's say you got 3 linemen that ain't making hardly anything, if anything at all, and they're protecting him. their chemistry is going to go to shit quick because, I mean, they look up, he's making $3 or $4 million on team, on the NIL, and they're not getting anything. That's going to tear teams apart. There ain't no way. We're talking 18-year-old kids. We're not talking 35 or 40, whatever year-old men. We're talking 18-year-old kids. And they ain't got nothing.
That's been used to seeing bling bling going down the road.
Yeah.
So they want the bling bling.
And now you look back, when Antonio Langham wrote, he signed with that agent during the offseason, and next year we had to forfeit all the games he played in, and now the things that are going on nowadays, it's just that wasn't even a drop in the bucket compared to today. Amazing to me, Unbelievable. I mean, I know Langham got paid, and then he got, signed with that sports agent, so we paid 9 or 10 games we won the next year, I think?
10. Yeah.
So those coaches at home, and you're in Tennessee, huh?
Nope, I'm in Montgomery, Alabama, sir.
Oh, yeah. You said that a while ago. I don't know why I thought you said Tennessee.
I'm in the most racist city there is in Alabama, Montgomery. And we all know this. Don't nobody fake this. I'm from Alabama. Don't even go this. I know where I'm at. Jesus fucking Christ. And right now, I want this damn Washington team to whoop this Michigan's team's ass.
And you both.
It's 3rd and 4. Oh, got it. See, oh, shit, he dropped the fucking pass.
Oh,
damn. See, we got the talent to do this.
Yeah, we should have.
Oh.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Man, that hurt your feelings when you look at watch how Washington plays them. We shoulda, woulda, coulda, and didn't.
Thank you. Hurts my damn heart immensely. That's the reason I wanted to come on tonight and do this, because it's hurting my heart.
Buddy. Yeah, and it's one of them years where you got to wait for football to come back around the whole season. You're like, come on, football, because you got to wait for 3 or 4 months at least, and then you got to wait another 3 months before the season starts.
Oh, let me ask you this, AT.
Come on with it.
This season, can you remember a easier path in the playoffs for Alabama than what they had this season? The competition wise.
Yeah, no, not really.
Maybe it'd been different. Texas would have beat Washington, but they didn't.
That's true.
It's like this is one of our best chances to get number 19. And we just blew it the fuck up. Blew it up.
Yeah, Michigan, I mean, they played good and they done the best they could. They played their A- game. And like I said, we played our D+, C- game. And, hey, we got beat. We got beat. If you play long enough, weird shit's going to happen.
That is true. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I tell you, I don't know. Brockemeyer will be our starting center next year if we got somebody else going to be at center. But I don't. Why didn't we give Brockemeyer a chance? I mean, it must have been that bad in practice for him not to. I mean,
I'll be honest with you, I have no clue. I don't know if it was his size, because he was like 70 pounds lighter than everybody else.
Yeah, he's been smaller, that's for sure.
But he played center his whole football life. That's all he knew.
And I grew up a big Dallas Cowboy fan, and I'll tell you right now, one of the best centers to ever play football when I was watching the Cowboys in the 90s and stuff with Jimmy Johnson was Mark Stepnoski. And he didn't weigh but about 250, 260. And he was playing pros, and he was whooping their ass on a day-to-day basis. He was a technician, though. He had his hands and his feet, and he done everything like he's supposed to. So, I mean, I don't know, Brockemeyer, he might be a little small, but, hey, that ain't no excuse. You know what you are. You know what you've been like that your entire life. You've had to fight it for this. So, I mean, this Park Stutnowski played, you know who he was for the Cowboys. Yeah. He's all pro every year.
I'll give you one better. An Alabama boy, Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
Small guy, but he'd use his leverage. He'd get his touchdowns. He'd get his yardage. He'd get the first down.
Yeah, so, Mark Ingram.
You can't judge size.
Yeah. I always thought Mark Ingram.
Wait a minute. Let you need 12. You only got 7. So, yeah, you could judge size on that one. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I just going to say Mark Ingram, for whatever reason, I don't know, but he always number 22, but he always also reminded me of Emmitt Smith. I mean, the way he ran, he wasn't top end speed where he wasn't a burner, but he was fast enough. You couldn't hardly catch him most of the time, but he had that knack for cutting right, cutting left, and getting that extra 3 yards that you needed when you needed it. And this year, we didn't have that running back that could do that. I mean, we had
we did.
We had some good ones. They didn't play.
We did, but they didn't call his number.
Yeah.
We did. I mean, seriously. I can name you a couple. All right. Let's go with Rodell Williams, who just transferred.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get the ball.
Give him damn ball. The man's gonna run over your ass. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's a good running back, but he wasn't like Justice Haynes. He ain't that different.
No, he's not. No, I agree with you. He's not Justice Haynes. But you asked me about a person that could make the difference. But our offensive coordinator did not give them the opportunity to.
Yeah, and he didn't go with a hot hand. Like I said, Justice Haynes come in, and he was doing good, and they just stopped running the ball. For the love of God, I never understood that.
Rodell Williams.
Jam Miller.
Jam's there. I mean, we had so many.
Yeah.
That the worst case scenario when our offensive line was not blocking, I will be bringing this up tomorrow night, so it's good you're on now, all right. When our offensive line is not doing their job, what do? You put your quarterback up underneath the center's ass and you run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You do a 2 movement, snap, handoff, or snap, run. What? You run the fucking ball.
Right.
And they could not stop our run. The only way they stopped our run is we threw a damn bowling ball past our damn quarterback.
Yep. Jace McClellan, he come back. He done pretty good. And then, but with Justice Haynes got in there, he showed you what the future's going to look like. I mean, that dude's going to be bad news. I mean, he got the top end speed. And he's got. I mean, he was it him that done that little look? He done a 360 and kept going. And it was at Mississippi State when he done that. I thought, holy shit! And he's on the bench. But I would like to, when we're down there at the goal line inside the 5-yard line, don't go in the damn shotgun. Get under center and prevent something that maybe could happen. A bad snap can happen, but with us, it's going to happen. With this, of course, he's gone now, so hey, all right.
Bring in all the meat. Bring in all the meat behind. Bring the defensive lineman up when you're under center. Then if you choose to pull out and pass, so be it.
Yeah, like we used to.
Scare the fuck out of them before you do.
Yeah, Georgia still does that. They still bring in that big guy and put him in the backfield and run right behind him. Why don't we do that? Why do we get away from doing that? Because it worked every time. It never didn't work. Or didn't. No, maybe I said that wrong.
No, it always worked except for when we stopped doing it.
Yeah, I understood why we quit doing it, but this year, this upcoming year with the quarterbacks, I know Jalen Milroe's number one. How much improvement can Julian Sayin get in this year to be a threat the following year for Ty Simpson? Or do you think Ty Simpson will hang around if he gets beat out again? I mean, I'm hearing things about him. You know, he said this, that, and other, but somebody was talking about said he might leave after spring ball. He might get in
He might, because that's when it opens up again.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell Ty Simpson is going to beat out Milroe. There ain't no way in hell.
I agree.
So that's one of my biggest points I'm going to bring up tomorrow night is why do these guys want to leave when they have the opportunity to be in the backup? Because you're only one play away of being in there.
Right.
It's one injury. You're in there. Quarterback, linebacker, running back, lineman, it don't matter. You're one play away. So why not be when you're the best number two? Why would you want to leave Alabama?
Yeah, Mac Jones didn't.
Nope. He didn't.
And he got stuck on a team that decided they didn't need no wide receivers and wanted him to get out there perform a miracle at New England. I mean, he ain't got nobody to throw to. I mean, my God. And they say, you know, he ain't that good a quarterback. Would you give him somebody to throw the ball to?
I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the ownership's done with the coach.
They are. Well, it's like Miami with Tua Tagovailoa when he was down there. He didn't, you know, that head coach wanted to get rid of him. Lo and behold, they go out and get him a receiver, and all of a sudden he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Can you imagine? You know, I got somebody to throw the ball to, and that's what it's with Mac Jones. You give him a couple of guys to throw the ball to, and he is going to be money. I mean, he processes things at a rate that a lot of quarterbacks can't. He gets to 1, 2, 3 and gets the ball going.
I cannot believe Washington is dropping these easy damn balls. Easy balls throw to them. I wish Alabama would have had that chance. Oh, we got that one.
The Toolman Taylor in the house.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The motel's going to come up here and kick me out, right? Oh, hell, there's holding. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. They're really. I got to make another drink. Motherfucker. Shit.
Oh, Wild Bill says he's watching wrestling. He's watching Raw.
Well, that's what he does. He likes it. You know, Wild Bill likes his butt being spanked too, though.
Oh, me.
He does. He liked that.
What do you think about old McAfee? Well, he talk about his higher ups. You know, damn, he gonna keep fucking around. He gonna get fired. They talk about the higher ups trying to.
Oh no, you ain't. No, you went there. Hell, I got this written down too for tomorrow night. Well, since you ain't gonna be here, let's talk about it. Let me bring it up. Let me get to it. Good God, let me get over.
Gordy or whatever his name is, he's trying to say he's sabotaging his show, and I'm like, damn, you're trying to get fired. I mean, McAfee ain't never been one to hold his tongue. He's going to tell it like he thinks it is, and then that's why maybe
we do the same thing.
Do what?
We do the same thing.
Oh yeah, but I ain't getting paid $20 million a year. If I'm getting paid $20 million a year by ESPN, then I'll wait a couple of years, then I might say it.
If I'm getting paid $20 million a year by ESPN, I would want a $30 million a year whore to speak my mind. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, old Reese, other day they was doing a show with Reese Davis and McAfee just broke right in on it and tore it up. I'm sure you've seen. I've laughed at Reese. Reese is good. I mean, he just parlayed it in just smooth. The whole time old McAfee, he just over there jumping off the damn cliff, you know. I'm laughing my ass off.
That's one of my questions that I have for Williams tomorrow night. So let me go ahead and ask you the same question. Who is the biggest dick? ESPN. Matt.
Well,
Matt.
they got rid of him. Go ahead.
Matt or Pollock.
Pollock was to me. But, they got rid of him, so now the biggest one is going to be McAfee.
All right. Why would it be McAfee? Because
first of all, let me
because he called him out.
Oh no, let me say it like this. I like a lot of things he does. He's highly opinionated, and he's paid to say what he wants. What he's supposed to say. But McAfee, to me, there's just something about the dude that rubs me wrong. I ain't figured it out yet. When I do, I'll let you know. But nobody else on ESPN, as far as on game day now, college game day, nobody on ESPN acts like that. He still acts like he's in wrestling. He gets on there and he gets doing all this weird shit, and and I know he's full of energy, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like he's a square peg and they're the round hole, and he just don't fit what they're doing on college game day. Now, they're rotating, they're changing, and then getting all these guys. They're changing out. They're bringing poor Lee Corso. He's getting. I love Lee Corso to death, but maybe it's time for him to move on. And I think that's what they're bringing McAfee in, is to sort of take over that. I don't mean this in a bad way because I love Lee Corso, but to take over that jokester role, and that kind of thing, because he's not, he's not Reese Davis. He's not that quarterback from Kirk Herbstreit. He's not a Kirk Herbstreit. He's not mellow and smooth. He's all the time bouncing off the wall. But I could see him being a dick, like behind the camera, like he'd be hard to handle because what he, just my opinion, the way he acts.
Well, I'm glad you know how to handle dicks. I'm just saying. Damn. Anyway.
I apologize.
Anyway. No. I have to agree with you for the most part. I have to agree with you. The other part of it, though, that I disagree with you is they're money players. He's got taste of the money, and he's going to work the money.
Yeah.
And what me and you like might not be what makes him the money. Because what me and you like is we don't make no money, and we can say, fuck you, kiss our Alabama ass, deal with it, or suck our trunk.
Oh, man, yeah.
But we're not making money, so we can do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. And, but he called out his boss. I forgot the guy's name off the top of my head.
One of them. But they've already had a history. So I hope him the best. I hope he keeps making his millions. But really, I could give a flying fuck. Really, I could.
Yeah, and again, to me, McAfee, he's high energy, but there's something about the dude that rubs me wrong. He don't fit the college game day to me, my opinion. These other kids, they might like him, he might fit better, but I like McAfee better on his own show when he's got Nick Saban coming on there. That's where he's better at. He don't need to be at the college game day atmosphere because, he rubs me the wrong way. Like I say, I don't know what it is about the guy. There's just something about him I don't like.
All right. Well, with that being said, who was better, Pat or the superstar movie guru from Texas? What's his name? The heartthrob that my wife just doing a heartbeat.
The blonde-headed guy?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about McConaughey.
Yes, McConaughey. The Lincoln guy that drives the Lincoln. So who would you think would be better? Because McConaughey kind of fucked off ESPN, for some damn reason. I guess they couldn't afford to keep him on there. I don't know, or Pat.
I don't like McConaughey because he's a Texas fan.
Okay, I give you that.
I mean, right there. I mean, that I don't like. I mean, I liked him as an actor, but between if I had to take one of the two, I would take McAfee or McAfee, whatever it is, McAfee. But I mean, I just McConaughey needs to stay acting. He don't need to get in there and be a sports broadcaster. What happened?
Michigan just scored a touchdown.
Oh, maybe I'll call it back.
Run the damn ball. Damn it.
Corum going off on him.
Anyway, okay. Well, me personally, I would have to go with McConaughey because he could afford my wife. So I have to go with him. Pat couldn't afford my wife. He would have no clue what he would have to do to pay her dues. I do. It would go to McConaughey to be the only one could do it. And she would smile the whole damn time. So
you tell she in the same room with you. You tell she ain't the same room where you talking that shit. Whenever she gets around, you gonna be a yes, honey, no, honey, yes, man.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah. I might be headless next time y'all see me, but I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I like McConaughey as an actor, but when he goes in there to talk sports and talks football, he's going to be a Texas fan. I don't like, that's why I don't like him.
Oh, this is hurting, y'all. This is hurting bad as Michigan beating Alabama right now.
Oh, man.
God damn. They're wearing out. They're wearing out.
Washington defense wearing out.
Shit. And if we even did a third of what Washington's been doing, we would have beat them.
Yeah.
This is sad. This is so sad. I hope Coach Reese watches this and learns from it. This is sad.
Well, that's his first year down here in Alabama, and we get to the playoffs with him. So, I mean, he set the bar here. These guys set it a little higher. We made the playoffs the first year he was there with a first-year starting quarterback. So, I give the guy all the props. But you're right. We're going to be better and do better. I seen William Bryant ask a question there. Do you think Dante Hightower?
Oh, yeah. I missed it. What did he ask? I missed it.
He asked about Dante Hightower. You think he'd be a good coach?
Duh. He would be a good bodyguard. Jeez, I would hire him in a heartbeat.
He's a good ball player.
You want him for a position coach? Because you're going to need to think about this, William, because these are questions I'm going to be asking tomorrow night, because this is part of my topics. Just saying. So what would you want Dante Hightower to be?
I think he said defensive line coach. I can't remember.
Dante Hightower was a linebacker, right?
Right, yeah, he said make a good defensive coach. Yeah, he's a linebacker. Dante's my favorite linebacker that Saban's had there, and I know we had some good ones.
Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster for me. Reuben Foster, to me, was the best of the best under Nick Saban.
Well, again, we're splitting hairs, just a little bit here, either side, you're right, I'm right kind of deal. I liked Hightower, and Reuben Foster is very damn good. Hightower and him, maybe that big a difference between them. Like I say, we're splitting hairs. Of course, Courtney Upshaw, he's a hell of a defensive end or outside linebacker. I think it's defensive end.
Yeah,
of course. That's when we also had Rolando McClain at middle linebacker. That dude was bad to the bone. Anytime Tim tried to take off for Florida, he was there waiting on him. The running quarterbacks didn't run past Rolando. He's too damn big. If you was big enough for him to catch you or small enough for him to run over you, one of the two is fixing to happen.
So what you trying to say?
I liked our linebackers back when we had Courtney Upshaw, we had Rondo McLean, we had Dante Hightower. If we had them three this year, woo, shit. I mean, we had good ones this year, but them dudes were outstanding. You didn't get outside the corner on Courtney Upshaw. You did not get around the corner on him.
Well, everybody, y'all need to tune in tomorrow night because I'm going to be talking about this topic on how we have good things to look forward to next year.
Right. Van said Ruben and McLean were his two favorites. They're both very good. You know what I mean? Like I say, we're splitting hairs. When I say best or better, I don't mean by wide margin. You know, we're talking very little margins here.
When you talking about splitting hairs, I want to know which one I'm licking.
This one right. I ain't got no hair on my head, so we're talking. Give me one of my.
I'll be right back.
Take your time, man. Ain't no big deal. But yeah, Van, I agree with you. You know, Ruben and Rondo were two of my favorites as well. Of course, Terrence Cody. Everybody has to like the big man. You can't help but love somebody like that. And I mean, they all seem to have personalities back in. Nowadays, it's more about, you know, being politically correct, say the right things, don't say the wrong thing, stay in your lane, yada, yada, yada. Back in, you could have a personality. Reuben Foster, man, he hit people so hard, you know, he knocking himself out. So they gave him a neck brace, and when he come flying down and hit somebody, he wouldn't knock himself out. But can you imagine how many times Reuben Foster would have got thrown out of a game for however he hit the quarterback, however he hit somebody, you know, he led with his head and hit, you know, blindside. You know, how many times Reuben Foster would have got kicked out of a game? I mean, he is a damn missile.
Yep. Well, let me ask you this real quick. On this game tonight, this championship game, where Michigan did beat Alabama, what would make you feel better? Michigan winning this game or Washington beating Michigan?
I can't stand Jim Harbaugh. I want that son of a gun 0-10, 0-11. I mean, I'd rather Washington win. I mean, I pull for Auburn before I would Michigan because of Jim Harbaugh. And after Harbaugh's gone, that's a different story. But I don't like Jim Harbaugh. That is one weird duck. I mean, you know, he made a statement one time. He stayed at a kid's house and he's going to spend the night with him. He said, just give me a 3x3 area carpet to lay on in the corner of the room, you know. And I'm like, no. I mean, my God, you're recruiting a kid and you're saying, you know, weird shit like that. But no, I won't Miami, Lord have mercy. I want Washington to win.
Well, okay. Well, Washington ain't going to. But
I don't think
what I'm seeing right now, but as far as hairball goes, I have to agree with you. That's one sick motherfucker. I don't know how he hasn't been arrested already being a pedophile. I really don't. Yeah,
there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, there's something bad wrong with that man. He's strictly dickly. I'm just saying. Well, little dickly, little baby dickly. Yeah. Anyway, there's something wrong.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. That's for damn sure. B. Jamin said Jonathan Allen's his all-time favorite defensive lineman. My defensive line favorite was Terrence Cody, but now I really like Jaheim Otis. I love Jaheim Otis. I mean, I like a big guy.
I give you that. I do too. And I've been an Otis fan from high school, and he has done everything that he's supposed to do. The only thing left is a good coach to take him to the next step. Because I don't think he has it. I do not think. I know that Mr. Roach is not the person to teach Otis the next step.
You're probably right. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with you.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem to it. They sell shit Home Depot that'll kill a roach. So I'm to tell you right now, roach ain't the one to be teaching Otis. Just saying.
Well, I mean, on the defensive line itself, you're right. The defensive line itself, they would. I mean, the defense was good, but they're not where they needed to be. And Kevin Steele made all the difference. And now with him gone this year, who we bringing in? I know we talked about that a little bit earlier, but who's going to be our defensive coordinator? I mean, we talked to Travaris Robinson and Charlie Strong, but I mean, I don't know. Is it going to hire from within? Is he going to go get another young defensive guy? I don't know. But I know if it's the wrong one, it'll show up quick.
I hope they come after an old person like me. Come on. I'll do it for $100,000 a year. I'll do it for $100,000 a year. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll show you in a heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat. I'll give you old school really quick.
Yeah.
But
that's the only thing we know is old school.
Well, that's all we need. I mean, we proved it. We proved it this year. Yeah. Look at we went 3 years with a golden dildo.
Yeah, not worth it.
We went 3 years with him. Just one year.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I would, like I said, I would with Charlie Strong, but I mean, if it's not Charlie Strong or, I forgot that other guy we talked, Travaris Robinson, if that's his name, and the secondary guy.
Yeah.
I just don't know who you can get. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how good Travaris is. He's done a great job this year as a secondary coach, but I mean, I would want Charlie Strong. I know we've said that, but outside of that, I don't really know of any defensive-minded guy that I just don't know who we could get, bring in.
Oh, I just saw it right here. B. Jamin, you're so correct. I forgot about that.
Bo
Davis. Bring Bo Davis back. The man is an awesome defensive mind. Yes, I would love that. I won't deny that.
Well, I remember a lot of people that didn't like Bo Davis at Alabama because they never got enough sacks. They didn't get enough of pressure on the quarterback.
All right, brother. I'm going to have to cut this short because I really don't want to watch Michigan win this game. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this TV off and go shit. And
you gotta get up in the morning. You better go to bed.
No, this fuck these motherfuckers. Anyway, thank you for being on here, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, Policy. Thank all y'all for being on here. I do apologize. I just had to. Oh, mother. God, I hate them assholes. Anyway,
yeah, that's why I didn't watch. I did not want to watch. I want nothing to do with them.
All right, brother. I love you, Alabama Tide, and I'm sorry I'm gonna miss you tomorrow night. If you get a chance, tune in because I've got a lot of pages here we're gonna go over tomorrow night.
10-4.
All right, brother. Love you, brother. We're out here, man.
Take care, brother. Everybody have a good night. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
You have got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight to fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as national champion.